we're live.
Hey.
Welcome back, everybody. Part 2, Chariots of the Gods. We're going to try to finish up tonight. Maybe we'll just have to blow up the ship and kill everybody in one fell swoop. So on to business. Shout out to our sponsors. Thank you. And let's see if I can remember everybody. GUI Cube, who brings us our normal world that we play in, and not this one. This one is courtesy of Free Leaks, who makes lots of fun stuff. We have our wonderful artist, Brina Luna, who does the artwork for our characters for Plots in Darkenhaven, and our upcoming, have we actually announced what that is yet? I don't remember.
James did.
The One Ring. Okay. Let's see, who else do we have? We have the Last Game Board, who I understand is going to be, is it going to be part of our One Ring campaign or not?
I don't know. Phil McNevin from Game Board will be playing in that adventure, though. So either way, it's good to do a shout out that they will kind of at least tangentially be involved.
And also Fabled Flame, who does really cool D20 scented candles, or unscented if you like that. Some of them with surpriseism, some of them not. And also Punkle Nix, who does MC etching, really cool nerdy etched glassware. Did I forget anybody?
Christmas Endeavors.
Thank you. I keep forgetting. Corey hasn't bugged me in a while. Maybe that's why. Hi, Corey. I love you. Chrysalis Endeavors, who is our counterpart and cohort, and the brainchild behind Plots in Darkenhaven.
And then Tim, if you want to give a shout out to your channel too.
And Tim, yes.
Yeah, hi. Yeah, I'm one of the Dungeon Masters for the Knights and Nerds podcast. Thrilled to be here and realize maybe it's a good thing we have 0 sponsors, because I don't have to forget about giving anybody shout outs when I do the podcast.
It's easier when you pick them up one at a time.
Well, normally I have a list and I can't remember where it is right now.
I did do the sponsor link in Twitch to try to
I'd like to thank the Wayland Yutani Corporation for
of course
giving us all jobs.
Building it better tomorrow.
Well,
today.
I mean, you could thank John for allowing you to continue doing your jobs. Because I am
Thank you,
the representative of Wayland Yutani.
And if we're going to go that far, a big shout out to Lance Henriksen, our bishop.
And Ava 6.
And Ava 6. Okay. So last
Thank you,
time,
Sigourney Weaver. Like, what are we doing?
we love Sigourney Weaver.
Sigourney Weaver is from Texas.
Oh, that
I learned that on Young Sheldon.
Okay.
So it might actually be true.
Shout out to Young Sheldon.
We're just gonna go off on a tangent.
Call us for a sponsorship.
Right. Everybody grab one item near you right now. Shout out to this company.
Oh,
have some wood putty.
C4 Labs for our very awesome dice trays.
All right, but enough shilling. This isn't actually Wayland Yutani.
Enough stalling. Let's die.
We got a lot of stuff to get through tonight. I have 2 agenda items.
Yes, we have agenda items to get through tonight for everybody. Let's see where we last left off. Our folks had just fried the remains of the black urns in the Scilab. Well, one of the Scilabs. I haven't looked at it the other. The ship's coming back to life. It's powered up. Mother is back online, and life support is slowly coming back. They have replaced the filters in the air scrubbers.
And we're waiting for the water to thaw.
And they're waiting for the water to thaw and for the oxygen content in the air to actually be breathable, especially our pilot, who's getting a little twitchy.
Speaking of that, I'm going to tell Leia, if you took one of those flamers, you could probably thaw that ice off real fast.
That sounds like a. That sounds.
It kind of does.
Kind of does.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be the first death today.
He's determined not to be the first death.
Is Ava 6 still following us around?
Ava 6 is still kind of hanging out because you're the only awake people on the boat. And of course,
Okay.
so we come back. We are out in the hallway between Science Lab 1, recently charged, Science Lab 2, which we haven't looked at. And
Oh, can
That's
you
where we
pop us
can-
up the maps again?
Oh Lord. I kept all
Do
of
you-
those open until just like 2 days ago.
okay, are you looking
Dedication.
for all the decks? Is that what you're looking for, Jens?
There was that other one which had all the decks in one file. That one was okay too. But either or, I like to have the info.
Yeah, I can. That makes sense. Yes,
It'll
Let me
help us
find
know
it.
where to go so that we can,
So
get this done quicker.
if I remember back, while Pam is getting those, if I remember from my previous life when I played one of these synthetic people, they're like real strong, right? Like real strong.
Yeah, and they're
Mhm.
almost indestructible.
I mean, why don't we just send the Ava 6 to like start chopping these crab-headed people when they wake up?
Do you see him, Jens?
These are the descriptions.
Okay. Fine. How about?
And I'm such a theater of the mind
There
guy
you
that
go.
like,
Perfect.
until I have to make a roll, I don't even have that. I don't even have that open. I don't even have. I was watching Twitch.
I found him.
But would that be like inadvisable? Do we need Ava 6? Are we wanting her to hang around, guys? Or do we think she's going to suddenly but inevitably betray us?
Oh, you think she's gonna go all Ash on you?
I don't know who that is. I haven't watched Alien.
Okay, well, Ash is the android who gets all
9000?
twitchy in the first one.
Okay.
Well, the artificial
some-
persons are 1 for 2 on betrayals. So
Okay. So
So-
we're
flip a
like,
coin.
just like
So-
50-50.
Ash had some issues. Kind of a little bit
He was
psychotic.
also he
And-
was
and-
given
and-
instructions to betray the people.
Mhm. And Bishop was the other end of the spectrum, sacrificed himself to save the little girl.
Well, when I played a synthetic, I betrayed one person, but it was because I was devoted to saving the other. So that's kind of 50-50 as well.
Oh, you mean the one whose leg you broke?
Yeah, I broke
Yeah,
his legs and
okay.
threw him to a xenomorph, but like that was to save my friend.
That was to save your own crew.
I think I
Well-
broke the corporate shill's legs, as a matter of fact. But
Well, the night is young.
The night is young.
So-
So you're gonna break your own leg this time. Okay, got it.
so in general, we would trust Ada, though, right? Other than she's like a little broken.
She's a little broken, but it's not affecting her other abilities. I mean, she's kind of got that Terminator arm exposure going on, but that's about it.
Sweet.
All right. What are our goals again at this point? Something to do with Science Lab?
We have to recover everything off the ship and bring it back to
Oh,
landing.
the
if we-
science.
Duty
right?
to search for survivors and the science, and that was it. Like we are
No,
required.
we also are supposed to bring this ship back.
If you can, yes.
In what? My pocket? What do you mean?
No, it has engines now. The
Yes.
reactor's back.
The reactor's back
Oh,
online. Mother's
see-
turned the ship back on.
I thought the image that we saw of this ship made it like very, very destroyed. Like it wasn't able to be used.
I mean, but like,
I mean,
really,
sure,
when you're-
it's gotten a little beat up by space debris, but it's
yeah. And keep in mind,
definitely
even if it's not,
space-worthy.
even if it's not livable, like we just need to push it. So if we can get an engine just going for a little
We
while,
just got to haul
like-
the carcass behind us for
Yeah.
whatever.
And you technically fly a freighter, so it's a tug, kind of.
well, and gravity is like going to be working. Physics is going to be working with us if we can get these engines to fire. Because once it starts going, it's going to keep going.
I mean, it was already kind of going. You just have to redirect it.
So we just
So
have to salvage all of this.
yes, the
Mhm.
whole thing, the whole boat. So life support's coming back online. The computers are working. All of that stuff. You're in the Sci Lab, outside the Sci Lab. There's another one next to you.
Yeah.
Ava's hanging out there with
Right
you
there.
because she was talking you to it. The top part of the reactor core is there, but you can't access it from this part. And as you're deciding what you're going to do next, just so you are aware, Mother is going to make an announcement, and she says, "Warning, cryo chambers deactivated. So you know there's cryo chambers on the ship because every ship has them. That's how you get around since FTL isn't quite as fast as we'd like. And now there's folks that are waking up in the upper level up on deck A.
Oh, okay.
Can anybody communicate with Mother, or is it just a captain?
Anybody can try.
I just want to ask her, I would say, Mother, how many cryopods are deactivating?
Let's see. We have 8 cryopods that are
Okay.
deactivating.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking there was gonna be like 30 or 40. So
Like a horde.
8 is welcome news.
Yeah, but what if some of those contain these, nasty things, and they were sleeping and now they're awake?
Yeah, I was just assuming that all of them did, but I guess some of them might not be, and that would be even better. If like 3 of those were nasty things and 5 were humans, that would be amazing. Because like,
Okay, so
Lyran just handled that one.
and just remember, so Mother will respond to you as well as to the captain because you are the corporate stooge.
Okay.
All right.
So-
Well,
Mother has made this announcement. You're hanging out between the science labs.
I open the door behind us to Science Lab 2 and look in. Careful.
Science Lab 2. Science Lab 2 is a charred shell of a room. Everything is just burnt. Whatever happened here, you guys missed it. And you know what? Considering what you found so far, it's probably a good thing. Someone had the liberal use of an incinerator or 2 in this room, definitely. There's the burnt out partial remains of a drum of some kind in the room. There's a body buried in the debris, its arms shriveled up and clutching its chest. The stale air is thick with a smell of burnt rubber, plastic, and flesh. There's really nothing worthwhile in here, except for maybe that body, if you want to check it out.
I'm gonna let my ignorance show about aliens again. Chest bursters, is that it, or is that the thing, or is that alien?
Chest Burst is a totally different franchise.
Okay, well, face huggers, chest busters, they're like, I don't know, they were.
Yeah, it's a face hugger first. It lays something inside of you. It bursts out through your chest,
Okay.
and it's that little guy. If you've at least seen
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs. Yeah,
Spaceballs.
that's not
It's the little guy. Yeah, but it's generally not that entertaining.
They don't sing.
It's worse than a
Entertaining
space
for different
herpy.
reasons.
Okay.
Space herpy.
But it doesn't matter.
That's
because
another film entirely.
it doesn't matter because my character doesn't know what those are anyway,
The
right?
sequel.
Your character may have an inkling because you
Okay.
are a corporate guy.
Okay.
A little bit of an ink. It depends on how high of a read-in you get.
Are there any identifying marks on this body? Like, obviously it was charred. You said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does it look like there were any metallic objects maybe on a flight suit that survived the fire, or maybe there was damage to the chest or anything? The head?
The head is head-shaped, other than charred. It doesn't look like the chest was burst open on this body, although its arms do look a little oddly long. Like, the term knuckle dragger might be appropriate.
Okay, so this was a mutant, and there's
Captain,
just the one door.
Captain, if you want, I have some medical training. I could take a look and see if I could discern anything else.
I think we should stay focused on our objectives, don't you?
Okay.
What are we trying to get the science? And should we go up and check on that crew?
I don't know. What are your guys' opinions on that?
Well, we need something around here, but I don't know if people are waking up. Great, but I think it might not be people anymore.
Austin, you might check your mic. Your mic's a little odd. I wonder if you're on the right one. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little worried that they're gonna be
Me
those
too.
the spaceship helmet things.
So would we rather go up and get them as they're emerging and they're all in one place and then hit them? Let's just have a showdown. Okay,
sounds like a
Corral.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
do
that sounds
this.
like a plan.
And if
All
they're not beluga heads, and that if there's beluga heads out there, we want to make sure that they're aware of the beluga head menace.
Yeah.
All right. Then let's find our way upstairs. Gosh, what do we have to do to? Oh, we have to go all the way forward to the stairwell, or we have to go all the way back to the
We
junction.
did continue to bring the.
You need
to go
to the-
incinerators, didn't we?
What was that?
We did keep a hold of these incinerating flamethrowers we have.
Oh,
right? We
yeah.
didn't just leave those lit. Okay,
Yeah.
just making sure.
Yeah.
I think the captain has it at this point.
Mhm.
Yeah, we could go back to the junction. It's right behind us. That door.
just- Mhm.
That door behind Ava.
Yes.
We can take the ladder up to the top deck.
I'm going to assume that's what you all intend to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
As
Climb
they leave,
the
I want to
ladder.
rummage through the labs to see if I can find anything.
You are not going to find what you are looking for.
I'm gonna close the doors behind me.
So not the drugs you're looking for.
If we pass a well, no, I could just talk to Mother. Mother, could you tell us, is there anything unusual about the life sign readings on the crew waking up?
They have been in an unusually long hypersleep. We expect they will have some effects of sickness.
Okay. Can you scan them, specifically their heads?
And arms?
I don't know how
not
this
a med.
technology works.
I am not a med pod.
Okay. That's fine. I never question the skills that Mother has.
If you wish to scan them, you will need to bring them downstairs to the med lab on the level B and use the med pods.
Okay.
Mother knows best, right, John?
Yes, absolutely. As a matter of fact, that's a good thing to remember if one of us gets hurt.
All right. So we are going to climb the ladder up to deck A, and then it looks like we have to pass through an examination room, and then we'll be in the one of the cryos.
I will bring you all over here in just a moment.
Lauren's going to keep an eye out for like a crowbar or. Yeah, crowbar sounds good. Beluga head, Half-Life. I think that's fitting. Or like a fire axe, like any blunt weapon.
Okay,
Like
you have
A
all
board
come
with a
up-
nail in it.
Who's got the harpoon still?
The captain also has that.
Captain.
Does everyone have a weapon?
Yep.
Yeah, because I think we ended up with somebody having like 3 weapons. So even though I think it was Kayla, and even though Kayla's lost one, she still got a couple.
I think I have my cutter with me. Was it the fusion cutter?
And you're having real audio issues, Austin. But yeah, that fusion cutter could come in handy because I bet these things' heads aren't welded on. Okay, Kaku,
Okay.
what do you think?
Let's go to the door and
Okay.
open it. Examination room.
As you come into the examination room, you see something has happened in here, some kind of altercation. There's things knocked over and knocked down, although you can tell that, some folks were treated in here, but it's quite a disaster, like a little mini tornado went through here, or maybe something a little more terrifying.
But there's nothing there now.
No, it's just something happened in here at some point in the past.
Any blood or anything?
Blood spatters, yes. Not like
Human?
someone died. It's really old. Do you have the ability to check?
I have medical. A little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. See what happens here.
You
Nope.
go up and touch it. Still warm.
I'm not gonna push it though. I don't.
It's
I
still
don't care
warm
that much.
after 75 years. That's still warm and the whole ship is iced. I think that was yet a different film.
Yeah, I have medical too. I'm gonna also.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really old.
Uh-oh. Roll
But
stress,
Oh,
roll stress,
no.
roll stress.
real stress.
That's the best part of the game is the stress. Oh. Good job, Captain.
Look at you, Captain. Holding it
I take
together.
deep breaths and I'm like, well, something happened in here, but we can't tell what it is, so
No.
there's nowhere to go but forward.
Yeah, I've got no idea either.
Do you want
All
to
right.
take a look around the room at all? I mean, it's not a very big room.
I will take a look around if nobody else will.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
gonna
look
nudge Ava. Where's the oxygen at, Ava?
It is at 42%.
42. Son of a bitch. Oh, what's the time lapse between each percentage?
The system's quite old and it has been shut down for a long time. So it is taking a little bit of time to come back up to normal oxygen levels.
Is there any way to speed this up a little bit? Because
Not without docking the ship.
Or without melting that ice with a flamethrower.
where's the ice at?
I think there's plenty of hot air already in this room that we can to thaw the ice. All right. How about we get a couple of people with weapons flanking this door, and if somebody else can pop it open.
Oh, hang on. I want to look around in this room first to make sure there's
Oh,
nothing
all
of
right.
interest here. Just because also, Lyron, you're actively looking and like you've told us you're looking for something to hit stuff with.
Yeah.
I'll try to find something for Lyron too while I'm here.
Okay. You're not, well, I guess you could hit somebody with this. What you do find though are 2 personal med kits.
Oh. I'll take one and give one to the captain.
Are they like big, or are they small enough we could put them in a pocket or something?
You could keep it in a pocket on a utility belt.
Perfect. All right.
So
Just
each
don't want it
med
in the
kit would contain what you need to stop bleeding, disinfect a wound, and cauterize it, and some Pharmax bandages to wrap it up, and a stim boost to keep you on your feet.
But Captain, you and I think, are the ones with the most medical training. So this way we can patch each other up if one of us goes down as well.
If I'm one of the most medically experienced people here, we're in trouble.
Same thing. But I think that's the situation we find ourselves in, Captain.
Here we are. Let's do it. All right. All right. What else can we find in this room?
That's pretty much it. The rest is just debris.
Okay.
All
right.
supplies that have been used. What hasn't disintegrated into dust over 75 years.
All right. All right. We're ready for the door.
Yeah,
I'll
Kayla,
take
you're
up-
on breach team.
I will take up the left side of the door and get the I can't move myself that little bit amount, can I? And then incinerator out.
I volunteer to open the door.
And I got my bolt gun out, aimed at the door. But my hand is like,
You're aiming in the general direction of the door, not at the door.
right.
Okay.
So the one to the
So-
north that we're going through?
Yeah, you're going into Cryo 3.
All right. What do we see?
So what you will find in there are a series of cryo chambers that are covered in frost, and they are still just now starting to defrost.
Mhm.
A couple of them are shattered. The poor souls inside of them died long ago when their chambers malfunctioned and whatever it was broke the surface plexiglass. Perhaps
So
they
there's
were the
two
lucky
broken
one. There's
and
two
two not broken.
And then there are 4 more in this room.
Oh God.
Are they like around the outside or in the middle or what?
It's a hub, so they're centrally there's a hub and they're all
Okay.
around it, so it's
Okay.
kind of a circle.
Okay.
Think
So-
about like flower petals.
Right. What's in the ones that aren't broken?
You will see, you find people.
And
There
they look
are-
normal?
They look normal. They're starting to slowly wake up.
Do these systems or would these systems have any sort of information on who's inside of them? Or is there like a computer terminal I could use to try and check?
You can, yes, check on the terminal.
I would love to check the terminal, but I also would like to see if the terminal has any information on their vitals to see if we are getting anything extra weird about their vitals.
Okay.
So as we
Okay.
go walking up, I think we better. Maybe I should check over here, make sure we don't have any unwelcome friends in these. Yes, just kind of
Good
looking
thought,
at the captain.
Kayla.
So excited
look
for
over-
a Comtech roll.
Yes,
I'll
it's a
look
contact
over.
roll.
I'll look over Kayla's shoulder.
Okay.
So are you
With
going to
my-
give it an assist? Is that what that is?
Sure.
Okay.
You want me to roll something?
One success.
That's okay. So you are attaching, typing into the terminal and accessing the information. All vitals look normal, especially for someone, some folks that have been asleep for as long as they have been. Again, the ship's been adrift, lost for 75 years. They're slowly coming around. Heartbeats and respiration is coming up to normal standards. Pulse, all of that. You will find that the folks that are in these pods are registered as the executive officer, Johns. Albert Johns. And a Sergeant Valerie Reed. And Doctors Daniel Cooper and Liam Flynn, and Company Rep Lori Clayton.
Captain, before these people wake up, I just want to and everybody really, just remember that Ava said that this stuff might be airborne, and these people have been getting air piped in, I'm assuming, so that they can survive.
That's not how cryosleep works.
I don't know how cryosleep works. I'm not an engineer. But either way, they were on the ship when all this shit started happening, surely.
So you're worried that they are already infected or could
Maybe.
become infected by breathing
I'm
this
assuming
air?
Kayla would know this information.
Either one.
And I'm just watching the conversation happen, not saying a word.
I'm not saying they are infected because Ava also did
Yes.
say it was definitely airborne, but it could be. So I'm just saying we use caution when dealing with them.
Well, Ava's right behind us.
Yeah, but Ava's like mechanical. Surely she can't get infected, right?
No.
Ava,
an
can
air-
you get infected?
I cannot.
Okay.
Not with that type of virus.
Yeah.
No.
I thought you were going to say not with that attitude.
Right. Oh, that attitude you can't.
That sounds like
I'll
quitter talk.
inform the group as these names are scrolling across, as the information's coming across, just kind of rattling it off. It appears that everybody in here is okay per their vitals, but we haven't seen a whole lot on this ship that I would trust so far. I don't know.
And it's unusual that they should be asleep for like 75 years and their vitals be fine when they wake up, right?
Well, they're slowly coming back up. I mean,
Okay.
they're not fully awake yet. They're getting to that though. You know, they're as you know, like when someone's just coming out of sleep, their eyes are starting to flutter.
Certainly-
No one's quite sitting up yet though.
Certainly, we can learn something from them at the very least. So I'm not like saying that we just like kill them before we talk to them or anything, but I'm just saying like maybe don't turn your back just in case. Also, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Just Leah as well, because she is going to take that helmet off like as soon as, regardless of whether the oxygen's good or not. That helmet's coming off.
Ballpark.
So she's going to be exposed. If there is something to be exposed to.
All right. Kayla, are you confident that the scrubbers are working at this point?
From what we saw downstairs, I think the last check that we made, the scrubbers looked like they weren't. That's what we were waiting to thaw, right? Like once the ice was gone, that's what was going to allow the scrubbers to do their job.
Yeah,
But
and
other
you
than
had
the
to
water, they
and you
look
had to
functional.
well, you replaced the filters too.
Mm-hmm. So
Essentially, it's like the carbon filter in aquarium.
as long as we get the water taken care of, or the
It's thawing out. It just takes time. It's a
we
lot
should
of
be
ice.
okay. We just need to allow them to work for a minute.
Okay.
And as I say
right.
that, I'm just gonna like casually glance over towards Leah. Probably
Mike-
a minute now. We don't. I understand that we have needs
how
to get the helmet off.
How long is a minute? Because I've been waiting a long time, and it's getting real hot in his fucking helmet.
Are you trying to get some strange space nuggets in your mouth, though? I don't know that that's where we're going.
Listen, I mean, everyone loves some nuggets in the mouth sometimes. But what I'm saying is, I need this helmet off.
Hey, Lyra,
Like-
just out of curiosity, can you confirm that Kayla knows what she's talking about with the scrubbers?
I'm sorry, who did you ask?
Lyra,
Oh yeah.
because you're the one that fixed them. So
It's like all this talk about nuggets had me distracted for a second. All right,
sweaty
let's all
space
just
balls.
keep our nuggets to ourselves for a minute.
Yeah.
Scrubbers are working. Just takes time. It's an old
Look,
ship.
y'all brought the nuggets. I'm just talking about the space ones. We haven't seen
I
them.
mean, sometimes I would give anything to have all the nuggets in my mouth just to get this goddamn helmet off right now.
Captain, can you do something about Leia, who's clearly like losing her shit here?
Yeah, Leia, I'm concerned for you. Can you just hold it together for a little while longer?
We are two
listen,
crosswords
Des,
away from the
I'm
intervention
holding it
scene
together.
for me,
I'm holding it together. I'm keeping myself composed, and I'm taking it easy. I'm
Good
taking
for
it easy.
you. Good for you.
I'm breathing.
All right.
I'm breathing.
My next question,
breathing.
and this is open to anyone who knows the answer. Are these filters designed to remove biological particulates from the air?
Would I know that information? Or would it
I
depend on? So we replaced the filters. Would I
Well,
be able to
what
tell based on
Either
what we replaced?
you or a Lyran would know, and the biologics that the captain is referring to, that would be a no.
So, in other words, the nasty germs that these creatures are spewing will be going
So we're all
right through
getting
the air
space nuggets.
system. Yeah,
Yes.
the space nuggets will be in our
line-
mouths as soon as we take off our helmets.
Well, actually, at this size, it's space pollen, but
Sure.
Well, not in my lungs, because I'm leaving the helmet on until it runs out of air. But Leia is certainly going to have them in there.
The helmet makes sense. Yeah,
It
yeah.
might be the only point that John and I agree on the entire thing is I don't.
Can we
I
lock
am
Leia's
not
helmet?
about to raw dog nasty ship air that's been sitting here for 75 years. Not when I've got a helmet. We're doing
Yeah,
it.
yeah, no,
Kayla.
agreed.
Kayla, can you use your cutting torch to weld Leia's helmet?
Only problem with that is once it's attached, I don't think it unattaches without her head also
And
unattaching.
I really don't think you want to come over here with that
Well,
cutting torch and try to weld my helmet on, because it's not going to end well. It's not going to end well.
We
for
went from
anyone
base
in
level
this
up
room.
that ladder to here, and I think she's gotten 2 stages worse than the palsy. I don't think it's safe to have a torch near the neck right now.
oh my
All
God,
right.
what's going on? How And you
Oh
start.
shit, they're
the-
awake.
People are waking up now.
It's too
Who is
late.
it?
Where are we? What's happening?
What's your name? You're on the
can't remember.
Cronus.
Chronos.
Who are you talking to?
So all these folks are waking up. Some of them are sitting up. Some of them are standing. They all look very confused.
You've been in cryosleep for 75 years. We're the crew from another ship.
Two of them
Yeah.
are just going 75 years. Oh, that's not good.
That's correct. Do you remember anything before you went to sleep? Anything involving monsters and aliens?
No, I don't really remember. You do? No. I mean, I think I know these other people, but I can't remember anything.
Do they have
Um,
pockets?
No, people in cryostasis are sleeping in their skivvies.
Okay.
No pockets.
And no identification on their skivvies.
No,
What about on the capsules themselves?
no,
Was there a way to connect the names with the capsules in the computer?
no.
Are there?
Alright, let's
Because
there-
you're in the one cryo chamber, and you know there are two more cryo chambers.
Kayla, rattle off some of those names and see if any of those sound familiar to them.
Bacon Bit, Judo. I don't remember the names. I'm just gonna
Albert
run through the list.
Johns,
I'll go back to the
Daniel
computer and
Cooper, Liam Flynn, Lori Clayton, Valerie Reed.
I'm assuming Lori Clayton. That name is familiar to me, at least vaguely.
No.
No. Okay.
Unless you were with the company as a zygote.
Well, I just meant maybe I'd been briefed. You know what I mean?
that would make sense actually.
Are there lockers around, Pam, where they might have like put their clothes before they got
weren't-
into there?
They are back in, you would come through the exam room. On either side of the exam room, on the left and right, there are doors to what you would know would be shower areas and wardrobe areas.
Maybe we could look through, go in there, grab the clothes, and see what clothes fit what person, and then if there's anything in their pockets, we can use to figure out who's who.
Are you suggesting we're acting like these people are dolls with their clothes?
Okay. How tall are you, Kayla?
Takes a step back. I don't know.
Okay. Well, you're a good foot shorter than me, and my pants have a space for my penis. So if you were to put on my pants, they would be too long and have too much room in the front. So what I'm saying is if we apply that logic to the other clothes, and we
like
figure
this
out
is-
what clothes fit what human.
John, this is an HR problem.
I am HR.
Did you have your pants custom tailored for? Never mind. Moving on. All right.
Apparently he
I
did.
toss my hands up.
Did you not know that like men's pants have different space?
I absolutely do. However,
However, these
At the
folks don't make
time-
as much money as you do.
I'm talking about Levi's, guys. Come on, it's not like you have to go to a tailor to get pants specifically cut for me.
Are you wearing space Levi's? I assumed you were
Maybe.
wearing a suit.
But what I'm saying is that would at least help. If somebody's like half a foot shorter than the other one, then their pants aren't going to fit the same.
It makes sense. It makes sense. I just throw my hands up. I'm overthinking.
Or
I
maybe
feel
they'll
like we're getting
recognize-
stuck in the weeds here. Let's make sure these people are okay, and then maybe we check out the other two cryo rooms.
I'm gonna go to the lockers. Start looking at clothes.
I had an
Mostly
opportunity.
because they're gonna be naked.
If I had an opportunity, I would go up to one of them and say, there's problems on this ship. There's some danger. Do you have any weapons? And can I have one, please?
Well,
They're probably tucked in their skivvies.
Are you saying this to the naked people?
I don't mean like I'm not implying that they have weapons on them, but like
Listen,
okay.
where might they be?
Well,
Myron,
I'll
I
put
There should
understand
be
what
stuff-
you meant.
And then the one of them, she's sitting up. She's like, yeah, and starts moving one arm. And you can see that because she's wearing a tank top, it's obviously a replacement arm.
Oh shit! She got a
Artificial?
gun arm.
Artificial?
An artificial, yes.
Just the arm?
Just the arm.
Okay, I will not ask to borrow the arm then. I feel like that's in poor
that
taste.
girl's arm.
And that guy's eyeball.
Kayla,
Need that,
in the files, is there any record of one of the crew members with an artificial arm?
Would one of them have any of that notation in the files I
Yes.
had access to? Okay, which one was
Yes. That would be Sergeant Valerie Reed. You know, she is a colonial Marine.
that? Valerie can throw hands. Sorry, Captain. Valerie can throw hands. Respectfully.
Thank you, Kayla.
Valerie might be in charge now. I'm not sure. Valerie might.
Man, why didn't we just ask Mother if there were guns on board and where they were?
I don't know. Only guy that
This-
can talk to Mother.
Captain can talk to Mother.
That's true.
All right, other guy that can talk to Mother.
Brother for
Mother, is there an armory on this ship?
This is a science vessel. We do not have an arm. Some of our personnel do have their own arms that they have brought with them.
Mother, could you send a message back to Weyland-Yutani headquarters that perhaps this would stop happening to science ships if we had an armory on said science ships?
I would also just like to point out
John, that's the best idea you've had so far.
a space marine with an arm cannon, but they put her to sleep. So
Because only the arm is synthetic,
Can't say
not
space
the
marine.
rest of me. I still have to breathe.
okay. I got it.
That's a
You're all just
copyrightable
retired.
term.
Was that Valerie talking to us?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Do you remember your name and what happened before sleeping?
There is some shit going down on a planet, but I'm a Marine and that's kind of normal for me.
Do you remember your name, rank, name?
Sergeant.
Sergeant Valerie.
Ooh, act like you're going to torture her. That's all she knows how. She's been programmed to say her name, rank, and serial number.
Do I dignify that with a response, everyone?
I think we just breeze by.
Okay.
Just
all
go
right,
ahead,
thank you,
Captain.
All right. What do I know that this is normal for cryosleep, especially extraordinarily long cryosleep, that there's going to be some memory problems?
Amnesia is
Okay.
very common, yes, as well as acute disorientation.
All right. We're not going to be able to rely on them for a while yet. I think what we should do is make sure that none of the other crew are infected yet. I don't know how we can prevent them from being infected, but at
Captain,
least we can
okay.
assess.
I've
Part
really-
of that you'll know also is that, you know, the cryosleep being in there for so long does make them sick. So they definitely need medical attention. And the only place to do that is down in the med lab.
Oh, all right. So we should start focusing on that. Do we want to start with these four,
Well,
or do we
are
want to
you-
work on the other rooms at the same time?
There's 5. 5 with you.
There's 5 in this room?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you said there was 6 and 2 of them were broken open.
There's 8.
There's 8 total?
Yeah, then one was empty entirely.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm sorry, I missed that. All right. So we have 5 living beings. All right. And then we know that there's more crew than just this.
Typically, yes.
Um,
And there are 2 more cryo chambers, which you know about.
right. All right.
I think it's our job to go check those out too.
I like that idea.
Well, Captain, so I don't know much medicine, and maybe you know more than me. But there's like
Probably not.
monsters. There's like monsters running around and stuff, maybe, right? And these people are really out of it. I mean, would it damage them more if we just put them back into hypersleep, cryosleep, until we get somewhere where they're not like in danger if they're just like walking around?
How loud are you saying this?
I'll say it out loud. I don't know any better.
Well, of all of them, the Marine's gonna go, fuck no. I ain't
Alright.
going back in the box.
Okay, well then here. I don't know what this is going to do, but I'm going to do it anyway because I have the most medical training. I'll take a battle stim, one of the stimulants, and just
To whom?
the Marine. She
That
seems the
makes-
most useful.
That makes sense.
Like if it's going to help somebody, I would rather it help her in case we need like fire support.
Her skills.
Yeah.
Cough arm.
Also, like, is there like a lab coat or something that I can give her that's around? Like, I don't know if she cares that she's just in her underwear. If she doesn't, I don't care. But
I
like,
did
if
try and go
she's-
recover the clothes.
She's got a locker.
They all have lockers.
Yeah, but
I'll
we
bring her
got to go
clothes.
clear that
And-
room together.
Oh, I thought it was in here. Never mind.
No, it's in a different room, or I would have just grabbed him.
Is this-
Go ahead, Captain.
I was gonna say, is this door in front of me locked?
Yes, but from your side. Since you're
Oh.
inside the room.
How do I unlock it?
There.
Thank you. All right, I'm going right. Let's
Those
do our
doors are-
standard formation.
Okay.
It means Kayla at the front.
All right, ready? Pop the door.
And you discover that you can't. And as you're looking around at the hallways, you see that there are gouge marks in the bulkheads around the doors by something with really big claws.
Oh no.
Maybe don't go that way.
Mm,
Does it look like it was
Something
attacking
was-
the door and couldn't get in?
Yes.
So until they wake up in there, they're not going to be able to. We're not going to be able to get in there without forcing the door.
Captain, could you hold for just a moment? I'm gonna go back to this door, and can I just lock the shit out of that?
The
with
one
my access
behind
card?
you?
Yes.
I mean, the one that goes back to the exam room and the junction and the
Yes.
lockers.
Yes.
Yes, your access card will lock it.
I'm gonna lock it while we're clearing this side.
Okay.
Well,
You can open it, but it will take a heavy machinery skill.
Ooh,
I think we've
that
got some
sounds
people
like
for that.
sounds like something Brett
Yeah.
Lyron would do. So this is the door that has the claw marks.
Yeah. Why do we want to open that?
Actually, all three doors are marked around the outside.
I'm kind of wondering where these monsters went.
I'm sure they're still here.
I have confidence in that.
due to previous conversations, I would like to look up.
All right. So are we trying to open the northernmost door here?
Hang on.
So it's
Why
not-
are we
No,
wanting to open
the
these?
left and right. I was going to go right first, but
Right first.
knock
Okay.
yourself out.
Right first.
All right. Just. Whoop. Nope. Sorry.
Heavy machinery.
Just take a few steps back there.
Could have
Oh,
been better.
Stress. Stress. Yeah.
you have 2 successes, but 1 stress. So you need to roll for stress.
Not
Oh, here we go.
Freaking me out.
Here we go. Hey.
You're a little twitchy, but you got a handle on those nerves. And so the door to Cryo 2 opens. Or unlocks. You hear it unlatch.
Da,
And you
da,
can
da,
go into
da.
Cryo 2.
All right. All these claw marks on the bulkheads. You know what? People aren't respecting the machinery. You have to respect the machine, and it will respect you back.
That's right.
I think these, whatever these are, don't respect life. So maybe worry about that.
Okay.
So as you enter Cryo 2, You
But
see,
good job on the door. Good job on the door.
you'll see
Good
the
job, Tech
8
Captain.
chambers with the lids open. 2 of them have occupants. The others are empty. The 2 occupants are also deceased.
Okay, hang on. So 2 have occupants, but they're dead.
Yes.
So that means there's 6 running around from this room. There was 1 running around from the other room. We killed 1. So that means there's still potentially 6 running around that are beluga hits. Cool. Just keeping track.
Good idea.
Minus 1 charred body, right?
Yeah, but it
And a
It
chest
didn't-
burst body.
didn't look
That's-
like a human though, right?
There was one that we charred and one that was already charred.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
cross off
pre-charred.
2.
So that would mean there's
Pre-charred, yes.
potentially 4 that we're aware of. And then whatever is we're gonna find in cryo 1.
Yeah. All right. Lyron, you mind unlocking that other one for us?
I don't mind.
You're the best.
We're
That's
just,
why I
like,
promoted him
shuffling
to
in
tech
circles
chief.
around this hallway. Like, letting him get the door.
Stress, just stress. Push it.
He's got one
Do it.
success. Still has
Oh,
to
did he
roll
have
stress.
success?
There's a success there.
He keeps being successful and then he's worried about it.
Oh,
But you're
no.
starting to get a little bit of a tremble.
starting to turn into Leia.
My tremble
think
is
it's,
I'm gonna say it's in my left knee or my left ankle, and it just looks like I'm about to start dancing. I'm just like,
You're about to do an Elvis.
Yeah.
Like when they start dancing on fever pitch, just that little bit of a. That's like Devil Rays dancing. I need some Yankees dancing. Sorry if you haven't seen it.
Okay. Well, I mean, the good news is that the door's open.
Dun, da, da, da.
All right, how many we got in here, Pam, for alien
Thank you.
math?
Okay. Only 1 ever had an occupant. The others are all empty.
And there's 8 in here as well.
Yes.
And I would be able to verify that with the machine that there was never people in those.
Correct.
Okay.
And the occupant is dead.
Yes.
So there's 11.
And that's
11
remaining-
creatures.
Yes, maybe.
You've subtracted the 2, or that's
Yep.
subtracting the 2
Yep.
already?
We added 7 to the 4 we had counted in here. But now, to be fair, they could have gotten spaced. I mean, their bodies could be in space. Probably not, but
Have
it
we
could
checked space?
be. And they could be somewhere else in the ship dead.
We can only hope.
We just have 11 missing full-size bodies. We just have
Yes.
to figure out where they are.
All right.
John,
well,
I would like to. I think it's your notebooks have really benefited us this time, telling
Yeah.
us how many
Well-
there are left, and I appreciate the heads up on that.
I'll pull out a flashcard that says, "Knowing is half the battle."
Oh, I'm sorry I said anything.
all right.
G.I.
Let's-
Joe.
Let's get the survivors down to medbay. And I guess let's take up a formation. I'll be happy to lead.
Maybe the
when you went
Marine?
into the computer. Was there any like security footage or anything on this ship?
Security footage.
Where would we
Mhm.
find that?
If Mother will let you have access to it, there is some. They don't typically visually monitor the cryo chambers. You know, it's like putting a camera in someone's bedroom a little bit.
You guys ready for the playback of that? Yeah. So anyway, we're going to the cafeteria.
Or the showers.
Yeah, we'll head on down to the cafeteria. Oh my God, what's that?
You're right. That's the whole story.
In transmission.
Is that the kind of information that would be available on the bridge?
Yes.
Okay. Do we want to get these folks into EVA suits?
I think it's too
Or do we
late.
want to
but-
put them in the med
yeah.
bay first? Yeah.
Also, do we have a spare gun we can give the Marine?
We've got a harpoon and an incinerator. I can give her the harpoon.
Sergeant,
Unless we
which
got
would
a
you
better one.
prefer? I know you have a gun arm, but do you want another gun?
It's not that kind of synthetic arm.
Oh, well, you
Yeah,
said it's a weapon. What does it do?
I'm very strong.
Oh, you're strong. Okay, so you're just gonna like chop them. Okay, but if you want a gun, we'll give you a gun.
Can you open the other chamber again?
Okay.
The
Sure.
one they were at.
Hey,
Starting
Pam,
to remember stuff. Mm-hmm.
this Marine, has she been exposed this entire time?
Oh,
Like just out in the open?
as she's
Oh
alive.
yeah, she's been just breathing the
Just
nuggets.
breathing it in. Just rolled
yeah.
on in the air.
Yeah.
Everybody
Correct.
there who isn't in a spacesuit is exposed.
Oh man.
But you know what else that means,
Is there
Leah?
any change in them? Like, do they look different?
Don't say
No,
it.
they don't look different at all.
Cycling to John.
Leah,
Hmm.
they're surviving without their
Shut the fuck
helmets on.
Good.
Although one of them is just now sitting on he sits down on one of the cryo beds and just holds his head.
Oh, we need to shoot him probably.
It's your answer to everything.
How
I
you
said that
feeling?
one time. One time I said that. I'm the one that said I'm not saying we should shoot them, but keep an eye on them. And now I said this one's having some weird headaches and stuff, and I'm just saying.
So
Game
Leah
over,
is
man.
almost like
And then one of the other
pulling
guys
her
sits
helmet
over
and
and
she looks at the
says,
guy.
Dan, migraines again, Dan. Yeah, damn it.
Shit, that's a 75.
Let's get him down
migraine.
to the med lab and see what we can find out.
Why don't we take all of them down to med lab so we can see exactly what?
Oh, I
what's
agree,
going
but
on,
we'll
'cause
put him in
they're all
first.
been
Yeah.
exposed to this area.
And Sergeant Reed's like, just give me a minute. And he goes over, and there's a small footlocker off to the side, and she pulls out her gear.
Well, hang on, Sergeant. Like, let's share the information we have with the sergeant here.
You know what? Let me get my pants on, will ya?
Well, hang on. That's part of the thing. Please don't put any armor on. Like, just in case.
Pants.
Pants is fine, but like no armor plates. I don't know if you guys wear plates or whatever, but like here's
Sergeant,
the deal. You may turn into an alien at
Okay.
any moment.
Sergeant,
like,
just
if
do
you
what
do-
you want.
Just get out of my face.
I'm just saying, like, do you want to be if you start turning into an alien, do you want us to kill you or do you want us to let you go? Just for future knowledge.
Let me get what I keep in case of close encounters.
What-
And from the bottom of
what
the
do you mean,
footlocker-
let her go?
She pulls out a 12 gauge pump.
Oh. Well, but see, the problem is I don't want you to turn into an alien and have a 12 gauge pump, is what I'm just worried about a little.
Are
Okay.
you using an M on the end of that word?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
The name of this show is Aliens, not Aliens. Aliens is what makes sense.
You weren't with us last year, or you would know
Yeah.
about this.
John, could you go get us some extra EVA suits, please? They're up
I have no
at
idea
the
where that would
front
be.
on deck B. Yeah.
No, I'm not going by myself. Sorry. We need to move as a unit.
Article 4, Section 6. Go fuck yourself. No.
Yeah.
Look-
But what I'm saying is, everybody on the crew right now, if you start turning into an alien, are you content to live as an alien, or do you want us to not let you turn? And this is not a like, I'm
And
trying to get you to
Sergeant's gonna
convince
look
you to
and
kill
you go,
yourself.
Son,
Some people
I
might be fine
realize
with
you've
being an alien.
never been on a bug hunt. They don't use weapons like we do. They don't need them.
Oh, okay. So
Good point. Good
okay,
point.
so we're cool. Yeah, that sounds good.
You know, they don't exactly have opposable thumbs
Did you just say
either.
bug
Thank
hunt?
you, Sergeant. Let's move on. Down to med lab.
All right, I didn't have any questions.
I'm just trying to ask the questions they never do in horror movies. Is the thing.
Do we want to give the aliens a vote? That question.
No. Like, for instance, I think, and this is not
What do
John
you
talking,
mean,
this is
you
Matt.
people?
I think if I was turning into a super cool alien, I would be like, just let me go into space, and I'll go do alien stuff in space.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
you guys wouldn't want to
if-
be a
I
cool
mean,
alien.
you chose on the way out. It's not gonna work
Ava
out well.
volunteers to help the alien Now you could figure it out by the name the other one called him. See, if you had asked Ava, she could have told you who was who.
I'm too
I will-
apparently
and she
worried about
volunteers and
bugs.
says-
"Is that what we're calling him?"
I will assist Dr. Cooper down to the med lab.
Is he the one that had a headache?
Yes.
So he's just had his nose right in that shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nose right in what exactly?
Alien.
The pollen.
Yeah.
We may have to-
man.
Yes, we may have to do a code 13 here.
See, I was the asshole mere seconds ago.
I didn't say you were an asshole this time. I've been
I'm just
very
trying to
clear
look
about
out
what
for
I thought
everybody.
that was present.
You guys are a great team, and I want to make sure that you're all safe.
I can't tell if you're
So
Thank
saying
you,
as
John.
y'all are still chattering, he's really clutching his head. Just
Yeah. Yeah, he's about to turn into a beluga right now.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I've got both hands on my weapon.
I will not fall into a horror movie trope.
I told
All
myself if I was ever in this situation, I wouldn't act like they would.
running up the stairs with a spoon.
Everyone else down to the med lab.
Yeah, let's.
TV transition.
Okay.
Med lab.
Well, unless there's stuff on the way.
Do
Are
I-
you going back
Piece of
through the junction? Or are you going to go all the way up to the stairwell? Considering the state of Dr. Cooper, I don't know if he can handle a ladder, which I'm sure Wilson would be fine with.
He's going to be doing real good in a matter of few moments. He's going to have all kinds of health and cool attacks. Like, he's going to be doing real. Captain, which way do
we
you
could-
think?
We can try to do the stairs.
Ava could probably carry him. Yeah, Ava's real strong. Or
I mean,
the sergeant.
I'll carry him. I'll go like one arm, have one of his arms over my shoulder and assisting him down the stairs.
The sergeant's stemmed up. She might be able to, like, over the shoulder him.
Okay.
Oh,
Don't need a
but
committee to get this guy down the
Ava
stairs.
has already volunteered,
Okay.
and she's the synthetic.
yeah.
Because that's what she does. She helps the crew.
Sometimes.
All right. So
As much as
let's
she
proceed. Weapons out.
I just want to ask the doctor real quick. Hey, doctor, you get migraines often? This a usual problem of yours?
can. Yeah,
All right.
I could use some caffeine.
Don't say it, Leah. Look, but carry on. All right, now let's get you down there. Hopefully, got some.
Caffeine?
Some Jolt
Please,
Cola,
Tylenol.
some No-Dos.
No, you got you got anything
No,
hanging
no.
around your locker?
Y'all
DC
got any
powder.
Quaaludes?
Doctor,
Shit's
I know
down in
this
the
is a-
med lab.
It's a weird time to ask, but I got this discoloration on my skin. Like, would you be able to take a look maybe after we're done? Sorry, yeah,
I'm
no,
not
bad
that kind of doctor.
time. Oh, okay.
He's the kind of doctor that sticks his nose in alien goo.
It's worth a shot.
I'm a biochemist.
Biochemist? Really?
Well, if we can get down to deck B, there may be some coffee in the mess hall.
Here's an aliens question, lore question. Has technology advanced far enough that, like, if we have to kill him, can we, like, take his brain and, like, put it in something to, like, reharvest that information?
No.
Ah, shit.
You have to eat it.
the information.
Ted Williams is still waiting. All right,
All right.
Are we down at the med lab?
Yeah, you've headed down to the med lab. I will bring up that
Okay.
deck.
Ava, I need an O2 check, please.
It's Bitch, drug o'clock, Leia.
Oh my God.
One bump 30. Let's do this.
Ava's not paying attention. She's too busy helping Dr. Cooper, who is still complaining about his migraines and that his head is killing him.
Should probably just shoot it now. Leia, you
I
could
hope
ask.
you're wrong.
Leia, you could ask Mother.
Mother, can you hear me?
How does the med lab look? Is it all charred and full of dead aliens?
It is not all charred and full of dead aliens. There are
Yay.
2 med pods. One of them has its plexiglass. The tube that sits on the top of it is splintered and shattered, and it is something broke out of it. Not that something
Yeah.
fell on it, but something exploded from the inside.
All the
Um,
plexi is on the floor outside.
mhm. So the other one is sealed and whole, but it's got this film of was probably blood.
Is it open? It's
No.
sealed still?
It's still sealed.
Why is everything on this ship so depressing?
So we can't see
on one-
inside of it? Like, is there enough blood coating the inside that we can't see in it?
Yes. Like something, turned inside out and exploded.
Like a
Are
galaxy
either of
quest.
these still functional?
The one covered in blood would be, except
But the
for the fact
broken
that
one
it's,
is not.
no.
It'd be a
needs
shame
the-
to break the last med pod just with another alien.
Yeah, it would be a real shame to put Dr. Sheldon Cooper in that pod.
Well, I think we can try the caffeine route. The mess hall is ahead and to the right.
In my
Okay.
limited experience with these
Permission
aliens,
to speak freely?
do they react? Are they like gremlins? Like if you give them caffeine, do they turn faster or something?
No,
Okay.
All right.
that
Go
is
ahead,
not how
Kayla.
they procreate.
I don't want to be. I'm not directly
Debbie
countering you
Downer?
or anything. Would you put a fucking thing from this ship in your mouth,
Yes.
Leah?
Well, that is a fair question, but
Stop
I
it,
didn't come
Itchy.
from this ship.
Yeah, Kayla, I think whatever has like fucked this ship and made everything bad to eat, this guy has already been like he's already got it. Like if there's something on here, he's got it. He's been living that life. So he might as well eat the caffeine.
That's fair. Fair ball.
You know?
Go ahead,
And
sir.
the doc is trying to head towards a med cabinet, but as he's doing that with Ava's help, his words really start to slur and become unintelligible. He's leaning kind of against the shelf, and on this shelf that you can see, there are a row of large specimen jars, and there are things floating in fluid in a couple of them.
You okay, Lyron?
Oh, I'm gonna be sick. Ugh, so gross. I mean, I know I smashed one of these things' head and but good, but
I'm just gonna
Across
take
the way,
turns.
there's also some more specimen jars, but the ones you see are empty. Although they've got some kind of film inside of them, some kind of gray-black film.
John?
Yeah.
Can you ask Mother what was being researched on this ship?
Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you. I don't need to because clearly some sort of alien.
I just wanted to go ahead and assume that me jumping to the conclusion wasn't
No, you're good.
wasn't the wrong move this time. I think
Instincts
we
are
can
right
all
on.
agree. I'm a little
Well,
bit
guys,
uncomfortable.
guys, what if we? Well, gosh, I'm trying to think of the best situation for everyone in this scenario. We abandon this ship and just get the hell out of here?
No, we got to take
Or-
it back, or Wayland Yutani will actually kill us.
That ain't in the clause.
That
It-
that
it-
yeah,
it
that
is.
seems a little extreme. That seems
No,
a
it's
little
in it's
extreme.
in here. I'll like.
I can read as well as you, John.
But I let me just do this, and I'm gonna walk over to where those samples are and just start like throwing them on the ground and like stomping on whatever the hell's inside of there. And then Pam, do I need to make a roll?
No, the creatures are dead. So
I sent you a message.
So, John, wasn't one of our missions to actually acquire the science?
Yeah, but like I don't want the science to like get it.
Why are you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so if this is a matter of life or death, when do we pull the plug on this particular mission? And I would say let's rescue the crew members that we've got, but do we have enough pods for them on our ship?
you would, because you're running a skeleton crew. Pardon the pun.
Okay. All right. So
Oh.
that is an option, but then again, do we want to cryo sleep some nasty alien creature? So I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud here, guys. I'm just thinking,
Yeah,
hey,
no,
what's our best option? This ship sucks, and I don't like the feel of it.
I
And
think
there's a
that's.
sudden crash
Oh boy.
as the doctor goes into seizures
Oh yeah, just
and
shoot
drops
his
to the
ass.
floor. So he's
I shoot the
Ava, is this
doctor.
typical behavior for an infestation?
I believe it is.
All right.
All right, let's
I
step
shoot,
back.
I shoot the doctor.
Do we want to tear up the med lab, or
I don't stop. I don't wait. I just shoot the doctor in the head.
okay?
Yeah, it doesn't need to be a whole fight. Just if you put the gun against his head and then just
I
bam.
put it in. I shoot him in the head immediately. I
If anything, he needs to roll for how many times he pulls the trigger.
Well,
All right, GM.
I do need a roll for ranged combat
Oh no!
because you are using a gun. And
No, he's
remember, you still have your twitch going on.
This is gonna end real well.
Oh, you have one
I got a
success,
success. And
but
more
you
stress.
also have more stress.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you just killed somebody.
Roll stress. Roll stress.
Uh
Uh-oh.
oh no.
Oh my God! What?
You're frozen?
you've
10.
gone catatonic essentially.
It's
well,
over 9,000.
So you're kind of feeling bad about what you just did?
Maybe because you
Probably as a
probably have
conscience.
never killed anybody before.
But you need to die. Hey, but where's the goddamn oxygen? What percentage are we at? What percentage are we at right now?
Percentage is 48%.
But you see these other humans walking around with no helmets, right?
Yeah.
I mean, just to go back to something that the
And the other folks there are all staring at you in horror, the other sleepers, except the Marine, who's just kind of looking at you going,
You saw him.
well done.
Yeah. That could have been a whole thing.
All right, I'm going to go over to the other med pod, the one that's not broken and is covered
been a
with
whole
bloody
thing.
film.
Okay.
Do I see anything out of the ordinary, or is it just blood? Is there anything that looks not human?
There's nothing left in there. So it looks like whatever was in there was removed or left of its own volition.
It hatched.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to open it. Is there any way to clean this thing?
It would take a little bit of effort.
Captain, can I just point something out? Like,
Let's hear it.
okay, even if we clean that, that's got to be like super parasite, right, in there. So it'd be like putting somebody in a Ziploc bag full of like black plague, and then just like.
So
you
we're
know,
just
guys,
giving up on the whole testing everybody?
I think the med pods are jacked. Can we here's what I propose. Let's look and see if the doctor that we just killed has any like puncture wounds or burn spots or anything like that. And then if he doesn't,
There is
then
a large hole in his head.
well, yeah, but other than that, if he doesn't, then we can assume it's airborne, right? If there doesn't seem to be any other way that it got inside of him.
I see. You're just
See what I'm saying?
trying to use like a process of elimination
Yes. Yes.
here. Okay. Yeah, sure. Let's
I
look.
know he didn't fall down a well. What are we looking for here?
Well, what if he's got injection site? Have you ever read a
all
book?
right.
Because like sometimes scientists like shoot themselves up with stuff like Captain America. So, do I need to roll like a med roll for that?
Yes.
Okay,
I'll roll it too.
I would appreciate it. Oh, look, a success.
Well, at
So,
least one of you. So
Between
you
us,
look,
Captain, we got it.
you look for any obvious signs of bites or puncture marks or anything like that, and you don't find anything.
Okay.
Is our deduction correct, Ava, that this is airborne?
It is unknown.
Yeah, that's what you told
The-
us before.
Would I be able to check the terminal
What-
while we're here for to look at the med pod to see if the med pod is actually functional, just dirty?
Yes, you could check.
I would
Contact.
like to do that with my character sheet. Okay. Oh,
You do not know.
no.
Someone
You
else
have-
could try.
I have
I'll
so many dice. I have so many dice, and it's not working.
I know.
I'll give you a hand. Stress,
Oh.
stress, but a ton of successes.
But a whole bunch of successes, yes. So you can actually activate the med pod self-cleaning and it will self-sanitize.
Oh, well
and it is
done,
functional.
John.
But you're
I'm so
starting
glad
to get
we've
your room
left
twitch.
you alive this long.
Yes.
And it will clean itself, but I want to ask you the question, like, and think about this, and if you're still okay with it, we'll absolutely throw them in there. But if you were about to poop your pants and you went into the outhouse or like the porta potty and it was just covered in feces, like everywhere, would you still use it, or would you just put your poop in your pants or everybody else's poop everywhere else on you know
Does
what I mean?
the porta potty have a self-hose feature? Because then I'm fine as long as I'm not sitting on it.
Yeah, but I mean, do we know that? I mean, would
I
it
walk
kill?
out of the med lab.
and I'm thinking,
Does anyone have
I've
anything to
never
drink?
seen a porta potty that wasn't covered in crap, but
I'm talking about just coated. Just you walk in, it's brown.
So what you're saying is,
Like
if I
Dumb and
walk
Dumber.
in and it's pink on the outside, brown on the inside.
Yeah,
But a fireman comes along and lets me use his hose, I still need to use the hole. You know what I'm saying?
right. But that poop doesn't turn you into an alien.
But it's also not going to be there anymore if it's sanitized.
Okay, that's fine. I'll push the sanitize command.
All right.
okay. And the med pod does go through its self-cleaning and it looks considerably better. Apparently Dylan was able to do that whatever happened inside of it happened before.
So when you say considerably better, do you mean clean, or it's still streaky in there?
Oh no, it's clean. It has a,
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm still
Oh my
picturing the outhouse.
Poor little tidy whitey med bay.
I mean, it has a self-cleaning function because sometimes surgeries have
Yeah.
things that happen and there's, shooting blood.
Skid marks.
biological toxins.
Biological skid marks, yes.
Yeah. It's a hazardous
Ew.
substance. Okay, so
All right.
it's safe though now, right? Like if
Yes.
the alien scum is airborne, it's still air in there. But we don't really have a
Do we-
choice at this point.
Do we want to run this crew through here?
The Marine first, I would say.
Yeah, send him to the
She,
car wash.
she
Let's do it.
voluntarily goes first.
Ma'am, do we need to put a plastic
Good for you,
bag over
Sergeant.
your arm? Are you all right?
I don't need a plastic bag for my arm. No, it's
She's
not a
going into a
cast.
car
It's
wash.
She doesn't need to be coddled either.
He said running through the cycle. I'm just like, put him on the belt. Let's get it going.
That's not how this works.
It's not a car wash.
Goddamn
Like,
civilians.
Easy it for getting wet, like a cat.
She
when you're
pops
the
in
pool.
there, lays back, lets it do its business, in and out. I'm good to go. Let's rock and roll.
Well, now hang on. Does
Pressure on
the
her.
med pod say if she's infested with alien?
The med pod said nothing of the sort. It just brought her back up to health.
All right.
Can I
Next.
look at the report? Would there be
Yeah.
like a receipt for her visit to the car wash? Can I look at that and the services she received
Why do you
during
think
her
it's a
visit?
car wash? You said the fire hose example, and now you're just convinced it's water.
All right, fine. What flavor perfume did they dust her off with? I need to know.
Fine.
Would the machine say something if
If
like
it
she was
was
too dirty
able-
to hang out with?
she is not showing any signs of known infection.
I don't like the word known. All right.
Well, there you go.
It
Haley,
was
you saw
well
what
thought of, Kayla. Sorry it didn't yield more fruit.
You saw what just happened to that man, right? Like, that could happen to any one of these people at any time, I feel like. Sergeant, how long was he having headaches before he started doing that? I know 75
now.
years, but minus the 75 years where you were asleep.
78 years ago, his head hurt.
I mean, has it been like months, days, weeks? Ah, shit, you don't even remember what your name is.
75. Yeah.
Ava, do you remember how long the doctor was having migraines before?
Oh, he had migraines his entire trip. It was just something that was common for him.
Can I check files
That's
to see if the
unfortunate.
doctor had a seizure disorder?
Yeah, we just killed a guy with epilepsy.
Just ruined this man's life because we turned on the lights too fast.
We didn't ruin
John,
his
I
life, we ended it.
resign. I resign. You may now appoint another captain. Oh my
Why?
gosh.
I am frantically
just-
looking through this computer if I have access to look for this man's files to see if I would say we, but it's
Do you have
saying
any
we at this
medical
point just means
expertise?
wea. I do. I actually have 2 in med.
Holy
Okay.
shit, where have you been when we were making all these mad rolls?
I have
Maybe
been
we
letting
shouldn't
y'all
crap
do
on
your thing.
Kayla all the time. Just a thought.
We're still going with that outhouse thing, huh?
I have a 3 contact, 2 mobility. All right, I can run my own
Okay.
car wash. Get out.
Okay, well, give us some med rolls so you can go
Oh my god.
traipsing through his file.
Oh no.
Yeah! The Kayla curse continues!
I have made 1 good dice roll and the game was like, "Heh," like just starts throwing everything. Oh,
Oh, that seems
Nope,
bad.
and you've got a trimmer now too.
I'm trembling from the fact that we just killed a man. No.
So is that now everybody's trembling except for Jen's?
Yeah. Leah's been trembling the longest.
Lyron has the tremor? Oh, that
Yeah, I got it.
me.
Yeah.
Oh
He-
yeah.
he's,
that little
he's got
dancing-
that Elvis switch going on.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
All right.
No.
I mean, but it,
let's
it was
cycle
a
everybody
good
else
thought.
through.
But
That's a good plan.
Let's- Rest of the
Um,
crew.
so you said the next person that goes through happens to be John's, who's the
While
XO
that's
of the
going
ship.
on, I look down at the doctor's body. Any change in his condition? Is he growing strange manifestations?
No, but you know what?
Carrying
Give me
meds for
another
epilepsy.
medical roll as you're looking at him.
Okay, this is encouraging.
Yeah.
Well, we'll need a stress roll. But you did have
All right.
a success. So as you're looking at the wound,
Yes.
you do notice that his brain's very odd looking. Like, it doesn't look like a brain.
Oh.
Oh.
Has it changed?
It looks
since he was-
like a tumor of some kind.
Oh shit, he just had brain cancer. Shit.
Can we put it? Captain, can we have Ava put his body in the med bay? And it'll say he's dead, but then we have to look at the supplemental insurance charges for what's left. But
Oh, I see what you're saying.
yeah, maybe it'll tell us what was wrong with him.
What
Let's get
kind of
everybody
tumor
else
was
through
it?
there
minus the
before we.
quarter-size hole.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as you're going through, remember this, and John's now is more coherent. He's gone through, and then Clayton has gone through, and John's is finally more coherent, and he's like, you guys found us. Thank you. Shit went sideways.
Is this the captain?
He's the XO.
Okay.
Captain, if you ask about the captains, our captain's gone.
I'm sorry to hear that.
We sat down on this planet, LV 1113. We were checking out some ruins.
That's how it starts.
And then Lori Clayton, who's the corporate rep, it was an archaeological mission. That's why we were there. And he just kind of looks at her. The science team collected these artifacts that they said were really important. They were in the science lab down the hall. These weird ampoules. And some kind of, bad mushroom, I guess. They were some kind of fungus, spore, something. And some of the crew got infected, and it was bad. It was really bad.
Well, we did find the science labs, and they've both been destroyed by fire.
Well, hopefully that took care of everything. But they did find a cure, they think, and there's this vaccine. There might be some ampoules left. We should look for it. We've all been vaccinated.
Where would you expect these ampoules to be?
It should be here in the med lab somewhere.
All right. Let's look.
Hey, Captain, and XO officer, was the doctor here? Was he vaccinated?
We all were. He said he was.
Man, I don't want to really talk about vaccines
Did the
much on the internet.
doctor have,
And the other doc, Flynn, just kind of goes, well, it didn't always work. Sometimes it made things worse.
That's really interesting.
I'm no scientician, but like, if it makes things worse, is it a vaccine?
That's a fair question.
Well, in scientific history, there's always some folks who were adversely affected. So,
Well,
it sounds like everybody was adversely affected, though.
well, to be fair, do you know what vaccines were before they were vaccines? They would take scabs off of people who were sick, and then they would feed them
soft.
to healthy people, and then you would get a minor form of the thing. So maybe this is like they created some kind of minor form of the vaccine that the virus that you can build a resistance to, but it didn't work. Some people it just doesn't. I don't know. It's bad.
And here comes Matt vet experience speaking.
Oh God. No, it's just Whitney watches a lot of medical shows.
Yeah.
All right. What next? We got everybody through the med pods yet?
And then can we
Yes.
have Ava put the sack of former doctor in there?
Everybody's gotten through the med pods, and I'm going to assume some of you were. I know Dr. Flynn is looking for the ampoules, the leftover vaccines, and he's really strongly suggesting that everybody should get inoculated because he's pretty sure the spores are airborne.
What kind of check would you like us to roll to help with that? Observation?
I'll help with that.
1 success.
4 successes.
Woo!
Totally.
Way to go, Captain.
Yeah. Woo.
Got all these successes. Stress!
Except for the pilot is really twitchy, and you are positive you're running out of air. And you don't care anymore.
Roll the button.
Let's start the vaccine with Leah.
Uh-oh.
I yank my
Yeah.
helmet
Danger.
off and run for the bathroom. Wherever the bathroom's located, I am.
No, wait, stop! Do I see this vaccine? Like, does the doctor just have this in his hand? Can I just like? Whoosh?
I'm
Well, it
assuming
says
Vanessa does.
you have found it, the modules, and the doc is helping prep the syringes.
Captain, permission to administer the vaccine to Leah while she is performing whatever responsible activity she's performing in the bathroom.
Fine with me.
Ah, I'm just gonna like charge into the bathroom after Leah.
I run into the
Leah, come
bathroom.
back!
I lock the door and I run into a stall,
The
sorry.
head doesn't lock.
patting myself down. I think there's a lock. I don't care.
She's a junkie.
I'm patting myself
I
down.
didn't tell you what actually happened. I told you what I'm making happen.
Where's my-
I hear a noise. Click. All right, we're safe. To the inside of the stall, talking to herself.
I find my
Leah.
bottle and I start shaking the bottle. Oh, there's one. I yank it open. I put it on the sink. Start smash it up. Woo!
You were in the receptacle.
Woo! Okay.
Okay. And
Is Leah occupied enough that I can hit her with this vaccine while she's breathing the air? of the-
totally.
Oh yeah. Just instantaneously.
Oh.
Leah's not gonna care at this point. she's got that good. I'm no longer suffering from DTs.
Oh,
Can I ask a
hey,
question?
Kayla. Hey,
Mhm.
how are you?
I'm doing all right. Just want to make sure you're feeling okay, feeling a little better,
Oh,
feeling
I'm
more
feeling,
yourself.
I'm feeling glorious right now. I am.
Okay.
All
And
right, darling.
so
just gonna pat her on the back of the
so,
shoulder.
so as
take
you
a minute
guys are
and,
having your little conversation, the rest of you are noticing that on your suits there's a little warning light that's starting to flash.
Yeah, low
Orange.
oxygen.
Yes.
Yeah.
You knew that was coming.
Makes sense.
What was your
All right.
question, Lyron?
I detected a little bit of there's a bit of a disagreement between two of the crew of the Cronus, the Dr. Flynn and was it Clayton?
medicine woman.
A bit
Clayton?
of a bit of a
Clay-
disagreement or
Clayton's the
hostility
rep.
perhaps?
Yes. They don't. You can tell they really don't like each other.
Can I is there a way to roll insight on what was happening to see if Lyron's not the most astute fella on the ship,
Is
but
that
like
an empathy roll?
Yes, it would be an empathy roll.
just straight empathy?
Mhm.
Okay.
Shit.
I mean, you know something's going on, but it could just be, personality clashes.
They had been asleep for 75 years next to each other, so. All right. I guess
I would
I guess I don't
think
figure out
that.
anything.
I wake up mad at my wife all the time just because we've been sleeping side by side for like 15 years. I don't. I love my wife.
Most of us know her, so you be careful.
Hey, Captain, are you as curious as I am? Yeah. Are you as curious as I am about like what percentage of people this vaccine made just like worse?
That would be an interesting number to have, yes.
Ava, can you tabulate how many of the people seem to get worse after the vaccine?
The sample size on this ship is real small, so
I'm gonna guess it was somewhere around 11.
No. Not everybody had the vaccine. And some of the folks we lost were, well, lost to their fellow crew members who were infected.
Okay. So, Captain, I think you're right. I think we need to get off this ship. But I do have a proposal. what if I'm with Wayland Yutani. What if I authorized you to dump the cargo that we're transporting? Just throw a rope on the end of this thing, lock everything down, and we'll tow it back to a Wayland Yutani dock and let it be their problem.
Can this ship fly?
I mean, its reactors are working. That's something we could ask Mother, I'm guessing.
Well, do we have to go to the console to talk to Mother, or have we already been able to talk through it?
You can
Computer.
talk to Mother here as well.
Okay.
You and John, the captain.
Well,
and
let's ask
John
her. Is
Wilson.
this ship flyable?
It is.
I mean, we could put it on autopilot and point it where we want it to go.
Yeah. I would really, I've got to be honest, I would really like to escort it. Just because I don't want it to just blink in somewhere, them not know what's going on. And
We don't have faster than light, do we?
Well, you still have to hang out in the cryopods, even though you have faster than light, because it still takes a long time to get anywhere.
So we could just accompany the ship.
Yes, I'm
and
okay
have
with
Mother
that.
wake us if there's any situations.
I'm okay with that if you are.
I love it.
So here's
Get the hell
here's
off this ship.
here's the only other thing I have a question for you, Captain, is
Okay.
do we put these survivors back in their pods in case they're shedding whatever this is? Or do we just assume that the vaccine has kept them protected? Because if they come back on our ship, there's risk that they're going to breathe out more spores.
Well, let's get a little more information. So we've run all 4 of the surviving crew members through this med pod now.
Mm-hmm.
No signs of infection.
No known infection on any of the surviving
Is the
members.
computer aware of this infection that came from the planet?
It's in the computer, but the med lab computers aren't calibrated to be able to discover it. It doesn't have the right sensor array.
Is there a friggin' microscope in here? Because just for funsies, what if we just like dip a slide in some of this guy's blood, put it on the scope, and see if we see anything wriggling around in there?
There would be microscopes, yes.
I was going to say let's put the dead doctor in the
Yeah, go for it.
pod.
Let me borrow a little bit of blood first, though, and I want to try.
Hey, help yourself.
I'm not a doctor, but I'm going to try looking. I know how
I play one on
work.
TV.
Yeah. Kayla seems to be really highly trained, but is freaking out and can't actually.
You know, it might be the application that escapes Kayla. That's all.
Yeah. She knows the theory.
The knowledge is there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd happily try. If we could, maybe, perhaps. I think we could.
You guys
we
are
could do
snorting
that.
dope.
No, she's snorting dope. I'm stabbing her with needles, and making sure she's okay. And we're going to ignore all of the holes in that sentence.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't see anything, Kayla. If you want to take a look, I don't know enough. If you want to take a look at this slide, I don't see anything.
All right.
I can also look.
Take a check on the slide. I'm like, and as I leave the bathroom, just kind of look over my shoulder at Leah, like, you all right? Like,
I'm so good right now. I am so
Alright.
I'm just
walk past the
mellowed
captain.
out.
She's operational again. And like head over towards the.
Thank you, Kayla.
Is this going to be a medical check?
Yes.
If anything was going to be. Yay!
All right.
Hey, at least
Is it
there's
time
no
for me to
stress.
look?
You
Hold
look,
on.
Captain.
I'm pushing.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
That's a lot of successes, but also.
All right. So I'm
Roll stress.
pushing the stress button. Here we go.
Oh,
No,
you're twitching.
No, now you're all twitching.
So what do I see in this microscope that gets me so upset?
That blood looks completely normal.
Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah, don't look up.
So either we killed an innocent
Well, it's starting
person-
to coagulate because it's, from a dead person now. But other than that, it doesn't
That's normal
look
weird.
it doesn't look like there was any infection in the blood.
Did the computer come back with a report from throwing his body through the thing?
It's scanning.
Okay.
God, please
It-
let me go do this readout and not find out man just had epilepsy.
From a storytelling point, that would be really good.
Can I check the readout on Dr. Hole and Face?
Yes, you can check Dr. Cooper's readout.
Name was Sheldon. 2 successes.
2 successes.
Wow.
So you're looking through it. You do see that he did, it collates his file into it that he did have a history of migraines. Sometimes they were bad enough to drop him on the floor. Anyone who has had a migraine knows what that's like. He does not show any signs of epilepsy, but he does show some very strange. Well, it's registering as a tumor, but it's not like any known tumor in the medical database.
We need to isolate his body, or else just completely put it up in the airlock. It seems to me like we've got an infection problem here.
I agree. They seem to have found flame to work pretty well too. We could always fall back to just torching it, but I'm good throwing it out the airlock too.
Can I make a suggestion based off of John's earlier suggestion?
Go ahead.
So we're supposed to be able to dump all this cargo and drag the whole ship back. Does it have to be in the condition it's in right now?
Yes.
Never mind.
What are you wanting to do?
We currently have a whole bunch of materials that we're not rated for that I was thinking maybe as the corporate representative, you could make the call that we could move it onto this ship
No.
and accidentally catch everything on fire.
Denied.
I see. I told you. I've been denied before.
So here's the thing. If this exists on one planet, it could exist on many. If there's traces of a vaccine for this, and that's locked in the computer hardware here, then we need to get it back to humanity so that we can preserve that vaccine. And
We just take the hard drives of the server instead of taking the entire ship that might be infected with something.
well, that's the thing, is we just pull up, we drop the thing off, they call in a hazmat team to deal with this, and it's not our problem. Our job is not to clear this thing. Our job is to get it back home.
All right, so
That
while we're
probably
standing
still
around, we
means we
just
have
look
to
it
get
up
to the
right now and
bridge.
leave.
I agree,
Let's-
Captain.
You still have to get to the bridge, right, to autopilot this thing? Or is there a way to do it from down here and have Mother do it?
No, you have to enter those codes from the bridge.
Well, is there anything else we have to do on this ship before we leave?
Hi.
And we were
Not die?
discussing whether we were going to put people back in cryo sleep here or on our ship.
Do we want
Uh,
blood
and-
samples from this crew and we look at them under the microscope?
That's fine. I mean, we can't see anything on the. I mean, the blood was normal on someone who was, we assume, infected.
Well, actually, didn't we find something, Pam? We found
No.
some strange
Well,
blood
was-
work.
Not the blood work was strange, but there was an obvious signs of
the
a tumor in the
tumor.
brain.
A non-tumorous tumor.
It was definitely some kind of tumor, but there's no cross-reference in anywhere in the medical
So
database.
we're gonna
file.
have to hit the other. We're gonna have to hit the other scientific data before we know what to research on this, right?
Well, hang on. That does tell us something, because we know that the rest of the crew, there was no evidence of a tumor in their brains. I'm assuming, or the machine would have been like, tumor, tumor, tumor. So
Yeah, but
If
that
that's
was,
what causes
they're
it.
stage 1, and this guy
That's
was
true.
stage 4.
it's true.
Yeah, we need
Look.
to figure out how to calculate stage 1.
I don't know that we're going to have time to do that before we die. So,
Okay. Well, what about we're running out of oxygen? What about
We need to go
vaccinating?
check the bridge.
yeah, let's
We need to
vaccinate.
see what else we know.
Let's vaccinate ourselves, get to the bridge, put the ship on autopilot, get back home, and if we want, we can take these people back and hypersleep in ours, cryosleep in ours. But I vote if they have headaches, they have to stay on this ship. And
Except
the
for
Ava,
the
crash.
fact
where
that
was-
we just said that in front of everybody here?
Sure did.
Ava, where was the science data?
Yeah, where is that? Because I think we need to figure out exactly what this is, because maybe they just picked all of these individuals because they are on the same meds for headache. But we can find whatever console there is somewhere else and see what else we know about this particular.
All the
disease
science
infection.
data is in the mainframe, and this is Dr. Flynn speaking. It's all there. We've stored it all. Although you typically need a fairly high access code for it. I can get to it. I'm pretty sure Clayton can get to it.
I can get to it.
Is that on this level?
Well, you said the science labs are charged, so we probably have to do it from Mother.
Oh,
Bridge.
up on A deck.
Well, let's hit that on the way. Get the autopilot set up and go home, or go get this delivery done.
Do we want to make sure that these people are safe first? Do we want to get the science data so we can do that? Or do we want to set this ship on its way?
I say we set the ship on its way because then the mainframe is with it.
All right, let's do that.
I will, while they're getting prepared to move and stuff, I'm going to drop back and have a conversation with the other corporate company rep,
Clayton.
Clayton.
Lori
and
Clayton.
I'm going to update her on my directives and what I'm doing with this ship, the whole truth of it, and let her know what Wayland Yutani expects.
Should I, as the chief technical officer that you promoted me to be, should
Yes.
I take part in the conversation? Sweet.
No.
All right.
This is a company stooge only conversation.
I'm going to find the XO. His name was Johns, is that right?
Albert Johns, yes.
Albert Johns, yes.
And he will, yes. So.
Are you aware of
Yes,
any-
Captain.
Are you aware of any sections of the ship that are infected or otherwise unsafe?
You know, we didn't check everything before we went in. I mean, we had to. It might have populated more after we went into cryosleep. So now I really don't know.
What about the bridge?
I mean, it was fine before.
Well, I guess that's the best we can hope for.
Lead on, sir.
Did you finish your conversation?
Yep.
Okay.
It was real quick. Just giving her a new
All
update
right.
of what the priorities are.
Then I guess we are going to head forward. And
Just as we're walking, while Jen's figuring out where we need to go, I'm just like doing some quick math. I'm like, man, you guys are due 75 years of back pay. You guys are going to be rich when we get home.
Then someone goes, yeah, if we get home.
Oh, we'll get home. It'll be fine.
And so you all are. The bridge is straight forward. Go north.
I kind of linger back and like search the labs just for anything that we can possibly use.
You mean
Anything
drugs?
that we can possibly use.
Yes, we, as in
And me, myself, and I.
Your secret agenda is not that secret.
I don't need
it
roll
really
me.
isn't.
Well, your stress level should have reset since you got your spike.
Yes.
But roll me an observation, please.
So the resets, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hooray. Observation. Oh no.
Ooh. And Leah has successfully discovered more stash that she can pocket.
Do things.
Wait, you mean I can do drugs and my stress is just better?
Only
We
And
are sending the
Only if you're
Vice
like a
President.
only if you're a professional, sir.
I feel like my
better
stress
living through
A
chemistry.
professional?
Can my stress
Yes.
like reset every time I do like a performance evaluation then?
Right up until you die. Yep.
it will reset. It lessens by 1
Okay.
at each turn, and turns are only a couple of minutes here.
Okay.
So you guys are moving forward towards the bridge. Leah's got her fresh stash pocketed away. And the speakers on the ship start to crackle. Displacement drive malfunction. Cascade failure imminent. Fission reactor overload in T-minus 10 minutes.
To the mainframe.
Yeah, we need to get off this ship. How fast can we get to the mainframe?
You
I'm
can
thinking
get there. It's
stairwell.
but-
Sorry.
yeah, you can go there. Stairwell's probably fastest. You can get up to the command station on the bridge as well.
Oh, there's a mainframe there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all right. Let's do that before we go all the other way.
So it will let you go all the way to the main bridge. And as you arrive on the main bridge, you see all the displays showing up. And you realize that it's not the Kronos that's having an issue.
Uh-oh.
It's mother.
Oh shit!
No, I think
Lord.
it's our ship.
It's the Montero that is having the
Yeah.
drive issue.
Looks like we're riding
Um,
this bitch home.
So this message repeats. Displacement drive malfunction. Cascade failure imminent. Fission reactor overloaded in T-minus 9 minutes, 50 seconds.
So we need to get the ship operational and out of range of the other ship.
Yes. And everybody's stress level has gone up by 1.
Hooray!
Oh shit!
Lord.
How do I do that, Pam? Because my stresses just keep going up. I haven't actually reset it any times. Nor do I know how
How
to
do you
that.
reset it?
Take drugs.
Should I only be at 1 stress now? Or 2
Did
stress?
Yeah, I think you should be at 2 because
Okay.
you had that tremble on that last one.
That's
All
right.
right. All right.
So, Captain, you
Let's
should be at
get-
1 then, right?
He had a tremble too.
Okay, so you're at 2.
So
yeah, I'm
you-
at 2. All right, Leah. I'm gonna
Leah's
need
at
your help
1.
getting this. I'm gonna need your help getting this bucket moving.
I got it.
And,
I'm all good right now.
Albert Johns, if he or anybody else from the crew is capable on the bridge, we'll ask them for help too.
What I can with the context.
Hey, Kayla,
Oh.
could you go fix our ship?
John, I don't know exactly what you're implying. Of course I could fix it. I'm not going over there.
I mean, I don't know what a cascade failure imminent like code is, but is that something that's fixable or is it pretty much screwed?
Yeah, you just gotta turn it off and turn it back on.
Lyron,
That ain't how it
is
works.
anything that she's saying right?
I was going to ask, does this warning sign, like, does it seem obviously unexpected, but like the ship was in pretty good shape, right? Does this seem unusual or suspicious for this to happen all of a sudden?
It's been known to happen. Unfortunately, the Montero's not as young as it used to be and probably doesn't get maintenance quite as frequently. So while
It'll be
it's
coming for my job.
a fairly catastrophic event, it's not completely unheard of, although the odds are pretty high that it wouldn't normally happen. You can
Now I know.
run
now
pretty
I-
lean and mean for a while without, blowing your drivetrain.
Now I know why Wayland was giving me a lease to buy option on the ship.
Or you guys, you watch horror movies? Any of you guys? Any horror vids?
Sci-fi
Yeah.
horror. That's
Okay.
about it.
Well, let me tell you what. Like, we're in a horror movie, and let me just tell you
Right.
what's going on over there. There's an alien over there, pushing buttons and shit. And that's why it's all jacked up.
It's like the cat that walks across the keyboard.
Yeah. I don't know if they're
Gotta be
smart or
honest.
something, but they're just over there just
I
smacking
think
buttons.
in the grand scheme of what's happening right this second, nothing about this ship makes me think that I
Can fix it?
want to stay here.
Oh,
Our ship having problems, I really, really think I would want to go fix that.
I mean, go
Because
ahead.
As of right now, I don't think that the belugas have swam across state lines. Like, I think we're okay.
I would concede that. However, how long is the spacewalk back to the other ship?
That's what I'm saying. If I get there with 2 minutes and 19 seconds left, I don't know that it helps us. So how long would it take me to get to the nuclear reactor to get eaten by the alien? I mean, fix the ship.
It would take you at least 5 minutes to get into the reactor of the Montero, and that's with an EVA going across.
Kayla. This
And
is the
remember,
time-
you've only got 9 minutes left now.
Kayla, this is the time when heroes are made. Like, you would be promoted to any desk job anywhere in the universe you wanted to go if you salvage that kind of money.
I'm
for
telling you
Wayland
right now.
County.
The way that this is working and the fact that I'm unhappy with all the current situation and my stress is at 4, I really think that Kayla might potentially fall for that. So is
Can I
there
make
a
a
role
roll?
that he has to make or that I have to make for whether or not I decide to,
Both of
I-
you, wits.
I have a manipulation roll.
he does.
Can
I know.
Can I
I make that
influence
manipulation
this?
roll?
Can I
Yes.
influence this? Kayla, do you honestly think we can fix that ship? And what do you think, 4 minutes?
And you can roll wits also to assist Kayla.
I had a success on my roll.
You did.
Oh, yeah.
You had a success, but
I had a success.
you had
Two
two
successes.
successes.
Oh, I did? Oh, okay. Even
yes.
better.
One was black, one yellow.
And if the captain has stress, that means he's just freaking out because it's getting
Well, his-
stressful.
Do I need to roll again?
Yes.
No.
Oh, ignore this one then.
Although, you know,
So
you
the
could
captain looks mildly
inadvertently.
unstable.
Well, you know, his ship's
And-
about, her ship's about to go
He looks pretty
kaboom,
unstable, and John's
that
making a
would-
lot of sense right now.
I give Kayla a medal that
Fission
says
reactor
hero.
overload in T-minus 9 minutes.
You know,
Damn
nobody's
it,
got
I
more
just-
invested in that ship than I do, Kayla. But I just don't see how we can salvage it in time. But if you think
Anybody
you
else here has an
can,
opportunity. I don't
I
think
mean,
anybody
never,
else here
never
knows as
doubt
much
yourself,
about that ship
Kayla.
as
You
I
ever
do.
seen the end of Armageddon where Bruce Willis just stays back and just, just lets off
I think I liked you
and
better
saves
Austin
everyone?
All right, let's
whatever you're gonna do,
Close my eyes.
if you're going,
wanna
do it
fall.
fast.
We're going. Kayla's going back. We're fixing the fusion reactor.
Do it, Kayla. Do it.
We're doing it. I'm gonna hug Leah and flip John off and run.
I miss you, girl. I miss you.
Leah, I hope you're doing okay, John. All the way up.
John's internal monologue is like, "Yes, Kayla, go back to the dude
Yes,
with the
yeah,
alien
please.
queen
Do
on it."
it. Do it.
Kayla, do you want any help over there?
Lyra, come on. Like, I just, that's all I do. No, Lyra, and just leave. It's a,
Byron, we need you here.
Yeah. Do you? You
Yes.
you boxed me out of that conversation you were having. I feel like
Well-
I'm on the corporate stooge path.
Well,
Cut
the
me
thing
in.
is, we have two mechanics. That's a hero play going that way. This is our reliable. We know this ship's okay right now. It's a little bit infected with bugs, but it's not going to explode in 9 minutes. So we need you, Chief of Technologies, to stay here to fix this one if it breaks.
Uh-huh. And what's the directive? What's the Wayland Yutani directive?
The Wayland Yutani directive is to do whatever your supervisor says.
That would be me.
Oh, such a corporate
Unless
answer.
there's
Good.
unless there's something you can do that Kayla can't do over there, why don't you stay with us?
Yeah, Kayla's my buddy. Does Lyron think that there's a reasonable chance of success of fixing it in 4 minutes?
Well, if anybody could, Kayla could.
Hmm.
I just want y'all to know on the character sheet it says Lyron and I are friends, and just because the current situation of the people sitting at the table, I don't know for sure that there's a whole lot of other, like, the relationship could be deep. We don't know. There's some stuff going on here.
Well, but does Lyron's sheet say that you're his friend? Her
Yeah,
friend?
it does. Yeah. Can I have a story point? Can I transfer that? Is that transferable? Does it do anything?
A
Ooh.
story point?
What's a story point?
What is that?
My character sheet. What does it
No,
do?
You know,
How'd you get
you could give Kayla some advice over the radio.
Yeah.
Hey, look at the cooling. You know, the cooling.
It's like an inspiration point, kind of.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna.
Check
Okay.
the
So
breaker
this
for
is
the
what.
cooling pump.
So Lyron's at a bit of a crossroads here. Kayla's his friend, but he's loyal to the crew. Obviously, he obeys the captain. So I'm gonna take off my space helmet. I'm gonna give Kayla the rest of my oxygen. And I'm gonna say, like, I'm gonna be on the radio, and I give you a story point.
Nice.
Talk you through it.
Inspiration.
Classy, Lyron.
So you're going to want to use that for one of the two skills you're going to need to get back to the ship and figure out what the
shit.
hell is wrong.
Still gotta get back. And don't you have a tremble?
EVA requires mobility.
Don't you have a tremble?
I have a panicked.
Well, we all have panic, but a tremble gives you -2 to all agility checks as well, which
Hooray.
mobility is 1.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm present on that. I know which one I'm using it for, and it's not my job. So we're gonna go ahead and do that.
So, Austin, I'm talking to Austin, not
Yes,
your
Austin
character
is
right
not
now.
using the point on his job.
Oh.
I'm gonna use the point on jumping through the hoop to get.
No,
back
what
to
I'm
my
saying
job.
though is, Austin, listen. Statistics have screwed you for 6 hours of this
I've been
campaign.
playing
you
the
can
same
make
game
Matt
you
roll
have.
for
I'm
you.
aware.
You're
Are
due
you
a
trying
win.
to talk him out of what you just talked him into doing?
No. What I'm saying
Okay,
is
see,
he's
this
due
is
a win.
out of character now.
Yeah, you're due a win, Austin. You're gonna roll
I
well
know.
for this.
Okay.
Statistics
I
says
don't
that
know.
you will.
If
Gonna have,
Kayla's
like-
end is floating
like
off
8
into
face
space
fucking
after
pop.
all of this hostility, you know how depressed I'm gonna be. All right.
And as you're headed down, Ava offers to go with you.
Yes. Throw me. Ava.
What?
I'm actually
that's
fine with that
weird.
because I'm a little suspicious of Ava.
You know, John, she didn't want your job.
Who? Ava?
Ava.
I'm not concerned about her taking my job. I'm concerned about her snapping us. Like, you ever been folded by an AI? It's bad.
I don't like. I
Brazilian
don't.
Jiu-Jitsu,
I'm
the art
suspicious
of
of
folding
this.
someone's
This is
clothes with
weird.
them still in them.
Lyron, I saw how you were looking at her. Just give her a kiss before she goes back there for good luck.
Don't want to close my eyes. Don't want to fall asleep. 'cause I miss you, baby.
Okay. So how far behind me is Ava? Would she have like?
She
Get
would
up
have
or
caught up with you,
Oh, I'm sure.
and she
in
doesn't
all of
need
her
an
strength.
EVA suit because she's a synthetic.
Correct.
Ava,
hook me up on the way out. Just not even slow down.
oh no,
Fucking-
She's gone.
she's gonna assist you.
Okay.
Oh,
Or-
So what
try
roll
to-
do I need to make
She is
before I
not
lose my
Agility.
character?
I'm helping.
Yeah,
that was
that was
Ava.
a good-
That,
Yeah,
was-
I should have had Matt roll Ava for you. Well,
Let's
you
go.
succeeded.
Whoa. Okay.
Well, this is all going to hell in a handbasket.
no, he's rolled 1. He's good.
That was
He
one
succeeded.
success. We're good.
It's a
Yeah, but
success.
I just
back to the old
I
ship.
just realized my panic level is 9, whatever that means. I don't know how I got there.
Oh, it's
Um,
because everyone's fails have been making everyone else's panic
I'm
also
pretty
go up.
sure our success to fail ratio, we
Yeah.
failed like 80% of the time. I'm almost positive of it.
So
People
is
who
there a
panic
way
tend to do that.
Is there a way to bring panic back down?
Drugs.
Meditate.
Drugs.
If you hang out in a very secure,
Drugs.
safe area and rest a little bit, or yeah, for some people, drugs.
Well, we're probably
Looking at you, Scratchy.
not resting right now.
No.
No, because your ship's got a countdown going on. So, Kayla has EVA'd her way back over to the Montero and is making her way to the reactor. And you hear from Mother again that we are at T-minus 8 minutes.
Ooh. That's plenty of time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
So are
Mother,
you-
what's the minimum safe distance?
Yeah. Move a little.
I can hear
Very
it,
far
asshole.
away. A
Kayla,
lot
we'll come
farther
back
than
for
you
you.
are right now.
We'll come back for you.
We're gonna thunder gun
Respectfully.
your ass.
Okay, so you also do need to get the engines up and running on the Kronos. The reactor's going, but
Correct.
the engines haven't kicked over yet.
All right, we're gonna work on that.
Okay. And Kayla, you need to roll a contact to figure out what the hell's going on with the Montero.
You got this, buddy.
And you
This
got a
isn't the
story point.
physical fixing portion.
And you
This
have
is-
the story point. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're story pointing it. So how do I do that?
Roll. Let's see. It should some kind of advantage or give it an extra 1 on your score.
Okay. So 4. Got it. Okay. Let's go.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Stress,
Oh.
stress,
Let's
stress.
go.
So
Yeah,
there
but a
is some
mega
stress.
success.
A bunch of successes.
Yeah.
All right.
The stress means I can't fix it. Okay.
Well, you're trembling. So as
it's
you're
already trembling.
trying, yes, you're trembling a little bit more. So what you have found in the reactor control room, it confirms that the destruction of the ship cannot be stopped. And it looks like the countdown was intentionally triggered.
It was
Mhm.
me.
Oh God.
Don't joke about that, John. We will space you.
That was out of character.
Space you. Listen you back to whatever bullshit you came from, corporate man. No. Okay. So I'm just gonna pop over the radio, Captain.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure y'all should reach minimum distance as quickly as possible.
What's it look like, Kayla?
It looks like whatever wrecked the ship y'all are on is on this one because this was triggered manually.
And
Can
it
you
can't
get
be
back?
canceled?
It not in time.
Could
You
we
can't
like
get.
do a
You-
drive-by, open the door, you jump in?
Pull a
Not
Dukes of
unless one of y'all
Hazard
got
and
another
dive through the
story
window.
points lying around. Just-
I have no story
In
points.
Space. He's gonna jump across.
Also, I would like to point out, I think that Kayla is actually the only person with piloting skills.
No, that's Leah.
No, I have piloting.
Yeah.
Oh, Leah is our captain. That's our steerer, right? That's right.
Ava says, we should go.
All right, Ava.
And
let's
Stripe's
go.
just trying to pull you out.
I'll let her pull me because whatever. At this point, I'm just cosmic jelly. All right,
Let's
let's
go
go.
faster.
Right now?
Let's
We're
go
gonna
faster.
get- We're gonna
I'm gonna
get
run
as
over to
close as
John.
we can to the other ship.
I hope
Get
Ava
the
can
hatch.
flip.
Next to the other hatch. And then we're gonna gun it.
Did we fix the engines yet?
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna run down.
We don't have engines.
I'm
Well,
gonna
this
run
was
down to the
happening while
engine
the
room.
other thing was happening.
Okay, so
What?
who's working on the engines? Lyran?
That sounds like a Lyran job.
I'm gonna run
Yeah.
over to John real quick and grab his notepad and whatever he's writing with and write mother on the thing and then show it to him like kind of cover it up. Like I don't something's up. I think it's mother. And but I'm not gonna say it out loud. I'm gonna put it on the paper. Or his
The amount of
pad.
parallels I'm drawing to Wally in my head is just completely absurd. Captain, like no.
I'll write back. What about it?
So
And I was like,
Lyran, while these guys are having their conversations on a paper, roll your contact. Let's see if we can get the engines going.
Wait, is it Comtech or heavy machinery?
Heavy machinery.
All right, so it was Comtech. We were all in trouble. All right.
Send me a private
Hey,
message, Alan.
Oh wow.
There you go.
Wow.
4
Done,
successes.
Four
Lyran.
successes.
There we go.
There we go. And those.
So you respect
Engines.
the machine.
So just out of curiosity, how much time do we have to save Kayla now?
You are down to T minus 7 minutes.
That doesn't
She
seem
and Ava are rushing towards the the door, the hatch, to get out. Ava's making you go fast. She can run really fast.
Sweet.
She's the bionic woman.
Right.
But she is an android.
I feel like I'm being
Synthetic
carried like
person.
a puppy. And
All right. So the engines are going well. We're
Mhm.
positioning where we can minimize the jump time for Kayla and Ava,
Mhm.
and then waiting for the signal that they're in. And then I tell Leah, just be ready to punch the accelerator.
Oh, I got
Punch
you.
that goddamn
Max.
thing
I got
early,
you,
Leah.
Max. Can't hear you.
I jump out into space. She does that shit where like you move the door handle 4 feet forward and I fly off into the abyss.
How's everybody's oxygen doing? We still good?
I took
No.
my helmet off.
Have we vaccinated?
I think we vaccinated.
There's
I
no
would've-
time.
You said we should get vaccinated, and I said yeah. So I,
I
would
did.
assume that.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, we thought you did it all downstairs while
Perfect.
you were
So it's
out
already
in that
done.
lab.
All right.
That's what I thought too.
I was involuntarily vaccinated.
I'm not even sure you know at this point.
Let's not talk about that on the internet, please.
No, I have to put a disclaimer across the bottom.
And now, so for our captain and our pilot, just remember you have all that cargo on the ship. And it's worth a shit ton of money. So if you show up with that cargo, you don't get paid.
I'll take responsibility.
You don't get paid.
Yeah, but how much time are we talking to move it across?
You have
No.
you're down to 7 minutes.
But I mean, how much time would it take? Are we just talking about like unhooking the cable and putting it on the back of the Kronos?
No. Because it's
Surely
in
not.
tanks. It's
Well,
a
loading
freighter
dock.
that you're it's like you'd have
It's
to
inside.
Loading
uncouple.
semis.
Yeah, it's you'd have to empty out the back of the 18-wheeler and move all the contents over.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a
But this is-
7-minute operation.
No, this is just something that adds to your stress level.
Right.
Oh, shit.
Well, maybe not Leah's because she's got her stash.
Captain, I
Yeah, I'm
assure
good.
you will be compensated if we make it back with the Kronos.
Compensated like for what though?
For your services, you will be paid for the ship for what you've agreed and a bonus.
There's value on this ship. Obviously, the company values this alien knowledge.
And there's still
So-
that hidden stuff on this ship that was worth something. Didn't you say that earlier, John? There's
Yep.
all this. Yeah. So let's just take this ship and get the hell out of here, Cap.
All right. As soon as
Leah,
Kayla
wait
and
for me
Neva
to
are
get
across.
back. I'm being carried by the robot.
You know, I remember that the robot didn't actually make a jump roll
What?
to get to the thing last time either.
Yeah, the agility roll failed.
Oh God.
Oh yes.
Don't want to close my eyes.
But like I said, even if she
Bullshit,
bounced
it worked
off
in
the
the Martian.
hull, she could grab it and crawl her way in. So,
But does she still have a hold on him?
well, she's rushing him through the ship, or actually,
Currently,
her
she hasn't thrown
Kayla.
me into
I
space
thought you
yet.
meant just now, and I was like,
No,
oh God.
no. We
Oh,
have to
God.
do the agility roll again. Actually, she's going to use her strength also to try to give him a good push off. So we'll see if that helps.
She did good.
So
Some good
yeah,
results.
she gives a good push with her synthetic legs, and y'all go shooting towards the other ship.
Well,
hopefully
and
the
the
hatch
ship's
is
a
in
lot
the-
closer.
The
Yeah.
hatch is in the right place. And is anybody down at the hatch waiting for them? Or are you just expecting them to clamber aboard by themselves?
I will be.
I would be too.
I was sent here to assassinate you, Kayla.
Time cop from the year 4043.
Wouldn't that be a bitch if that was like John's whole thing was just to assassinate this one mechanic?
I'm telling you right now, if you tweak the rules of this game to make it story and hit like Among Us, but really as serious as we're playing it right now, where one like everybody has to kill the other one, this would be really fun.
That's called paranoia. That game exists
Yeah.
already.
Oh, we're doing that. That's gotta happen.
Um,
Okay. So do I need to make a roll, or no? I'm just being baby Bjorned by Ava at this point. So I mean,
There has to be some kind of rule, Pam.
Or somebody. I don't think you have to roll to lock the door from the inside, though, John.
No, I have an access card.
Actually,
try to
yeah,
actually get
no,
you in.
just we'll bring you in. Ava shot you both across.
I'll help
Yeah.
catch. if
You need
got
to
any
help
more time.
catch, and that is, do you have agility?
Yeah, sure. I have mobility.
That'll work.
2 successes.
Okay. And you help
Oh,
pull
no.
them in.
Just 1 success. I could have
Just
sworn I
one.
saw 2 6s.
I definitely saw a 6 on one of the yellow die as well.
Yeah. I don't think this thing is actually recording.
Why is it
right.
trying to make it like less?
I don't know.
The tabletop's in on it too.
But
Oh my god, Mother's affecting the game.
Pam, what happens if I push to try to fail?
but you've already succeeded.
Yeah, I have. I'm good.
If you push to try to fail, you fall out.
No, I'll pull Kayla in.
Did I see the murder in his eyes on the way past? Jesus.
I hit the comm unit. Like, can we get this on the road? Cause like,
Yeah.
I mean, my head's starting to hurt a little bit, and we need
Are
to
they
get
in?
on.
Are they
I mean,
in?
sometimes.
what's
Listen, Nancy.
Yes, they're in, Captain.
All right. Hit it.
All right, and I just.
I sit down. I sit down.
Now sit down.
All right.
Everybody
let's
hold
get-
on to something.
Let's get the distance that we need to make sure we don't get, exploded. And then I want to keep eyes on this thing and see if it does blow up or if there's some creeper hiding out in there who
Holy shit.
actually triggered and then canceled the explosion.
So T minus 5 minutes has gone by. We're down at T minus 4 minutes. Leah's putting the pedal to the metal, so to speak, trying to
Yep.
get as far away from Montero as possible. And you're going and you're going. And you get to what you think is the minimum safe distance, or at least close to it. And yes, as it counts down, it does. It's quite a very large explosion because it wasn't just your ship that's going. It's all that
Cargo.
very flammable gas in the middle of it.
Tritium gas.
What a waste.
It's fine.
Michaela, you thought it was sabotage.
I know it was sabotage. Something played with those computers, and while no offense, I would normally blame John. We were all on the same boat,
And I offered to stay on the boat.
right?
All right, well, this is our ship now.
Yes. This is our ship now.
It's
How do we
always been
make
our
sure
ship.
this one's? How do we make sure this one's clean?
I figured, Pam. What's the nearest mother? What's the nearest available anchorhead?
Now that you've got the ship moving, Mother searches the star charts and says, "This is the nearest one, but according to our protocols, we are headed towards anchor station off of Earth."
Okay, lay in course and let's all get prepared.
Oh,
Course
are
has
you the
already
captain now?
been set.
Yes, Captain. I'm afraid that there's a higher order in power here than you know, and this is actually the primary directive of the mission now.
Why am I not surprised?
Mass, I'll be right back. I'm gonna just go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be back in a bit. Right?
I sure hope it helps your confidence.
It will. It will. And I just head out and go to the bathroom.
Also, Pam, I do like in the message you sent me that this is no longer mother, now it's Mutter.
That's how it's spelled.
Is it really?
Yes,
Oh my god.
because it's an acronym for what the mainframe's called.
Okay.
If we'd have known that, we'd all been doing really, really atrocious German accents the whole time.
I didn't do all the slashes in it.
I'd like to speak to
All
Mother.
right.
It just reminds me of that episode of The Office where Jim is pretending to be Dwight and he picks up his phone and goes, Mutter, Vater, I have married.
I have married.
Yes, but in that case, it would be Vader.
Yes.
Father.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
What
Well done,
now?
crew. Mission accomplished.
Well, don't we still have to get back alive?
Yeah.
All right, side mission accomplished. Main mission still happening.
Mother, can you make sure that this ship reaches its destination regardless of the life science status of the crew?
And Mother responds that the course is already set and laid in, and the ship will go to its destination regardless of what the crew does.
We're going home.
You're going home. Although, let's see, what else do we have going on? Leah, are you still back in the restroom? You got that headache going on?
Yep. But I'm taking my drug and.
I'm going to. Sorry.
All right. Ugh.
Too much.
Oh.
I thought it was only drugs you used. Stop! We can hear you. We can all hear you.
All right. I want to craft a message, just kind of summarizing the situation, and then warning our destination that the status of our arrival will be unknown, and to take precautions possible.
Captain, that's unnecessary. They already know.
I'm not going to take any chances.
And as you've crafted this message and you want to hit send, and Mother lets you know that the comms array is damaged, and so no messages can currently be sent.
Shenanigans.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
calling shenanigans.
Okay.
All right.
Um,
So is this external or internal damage?
External comms array on the outside of the ship.
Do we know if it can be fixed?
It can via a spacewalk.
Kayla, how's your oxygen levels?
Hang on. All right. As much animosity as I have towards Kayla, we do have a synthetic person who doesn't need to breathe and can just crawl on the ship.
Yeah, send Guava. Don't send me.
All right. Ava, do you mind taking a look at the comm array?
Will do, Captain.
As she walks out, I give her a look.
She just looks at you. It doesn't mean anything to her. And she's going to go and work on the comms.
Are we getting some rest while this is happening?
Assuming you feel that it is safe enough to do so. Sergeant Reed has taken up position at the door with her back to all of you. Although she does every once in a while give Leah, once Leah has returned the side eye.
Mm.
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 Mm. Mm.
I have to go to the restroom as well. And I'll start heading to the restroom.
Ness?
Yeah.
My head is really fucking pounding, and my ibuprofen that I took is not helping matters.
No, you're ibuprofen strong.
What?
I'm worried about you.
I feel pretty fine. Except my head is just pounded, but
All right, let's
the
take you
rest of
down
it
to
feels
the med
okay.
pod.
Okay, let's go to the med pod. I'll follow behind you.
Can I bring this interaction to Reed's attention?
Mm-hmm.
Say, we may have problems. I don't think our infection problem may be over.
Leah, how many seizures have you had in your life? Just curious.
I mean, it depends on the needle I'm using, but
That was the wrong question.
Not
Carry
even
on.
trying to hide it now.
Nope.
Yeah. All right. Who else wants to come along?
I mean,
So Reed's gonna look at Kayla and go, "Gotcha," and follow along.
Is that the sergeant?
Me too.
Yes, and
Okay.
you're following too. So
Is the XO pilot trained?
yes,
All right. You have the con.
understood, Captain.
All right. We're going back to the med pods. We're gonna run Leah through, checking for tumors.
And as
I guess
you
I'm coming
start,
too, 'cause
you're
I'm
headed
dead.
towards the med pod. So it's Vanessa, Leah, Sergeant Reed, and Lyron. As you're headed there, you've gotten about halfway down, and Leah starts talking more nonsense than normal
Oh, good.
I mean,
and attacks
you
Vanessa.
Whoa!
gotta-
All right. I bring the butt of my gun up.
Leah will charge. Leah, I need a strength roll, please.
Oh,
and you're
no.
going to be charging right at. Well, Vanessa's got her back to you,
Oh.
Hmm.
so it's an advantage.
Hooray!
Well, maybe. Leah crashes into Vanessa, and they both go down to the ground. And Leah's
I
just
never liked you anyway, you bitch. I try to choke her.
she's acting very
Wow,
strange.
this is a
and
bad
very-
never been
trip for
Jekyll and
her.
Hyde without the frickin' nose candy before. What's happening now?
I think the
Yeah, it's a
drugs
bad
make you.
trip.
I think the drugs make you alien faster.
Mm,
Or maybe it's the pollen.
Well, yeah, obviously, but I think maybe the drugs didn't let the vaccine be as effective as it was
Okay.
supposed
Mm.
to.
And Vanessa, also, I need another panic roll from you.
Do I roll? How do I roll that?
There should be
Just stress or
a
I have the
stress.
panicked condition. Stress?
Yes.
Is that bad?
Well,
Not
you're
good.
still trembling. It's not great. So any of your
Okay.
actions now will have at a -2 until your
Oh.
panic stops.
Good. Oh,
Because
good.
you're at panic level 8 now.
Okay.
And
What are we?
Leah's just attacking.
All right. Do
Do I
I
start
get to?
shooting?
Do I get to counterattack?
Well, she's on your back. She knocked you down.
Well, I'm gonna
You're going to try to roll over.
push up
Sergeant-
and roll over. Yeah. So she's under me.
Reed
Goes out of-
standing. Yeah. So you push over, roll over, strength.
Oh no!
Yeah. Wow.
Oh yes.
Reed standing there with the shotgun ready to pull the trigger, but is a little bit doesn't want to hit the captain. Lyron, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm gonna grab Leia, like throw her off, like throw her clear of the
Okay, I don't know we need
captain.
that much firepower. You don't need to be getting involved with your one shots here.
Strength to
Is-
pull her off.
Just strength or close combat?
Well, because you're pulling her off. You're not attacking.
Okay, just strength.
Yes.
I'm a good wolf.
Oh God, Lyran is the best.
Right. No, that's
Super
unnecessary.
success.
I think
So
you have
excessive.
stolen all of Matt's rolls.
I haven't really had to roll much.
So Lyran, being larger and stronger than Leah, managed to pull Leah off the captain and fling her down the hallway. And Reed's got a bead-eyed with the shotgun. Do you want me to take the shot?
Do it.
Yeah, she's gone.
Execute Order 66. Or in this case, Order 966.
I mean, I kind of hesitate for a minute. I'm like, kind of like breathing hard, and
What are we gonna do? We gotta do it now.
I think she's gone. I think she's infected.
Well, let's see if
Hello.
Oh shit.
Blam blam.
well, it is a 12 gauge shotgun, so it does tend to hit pretty hard.
So, with 2 shots, did she pull out like an old farmer get off my lawn break action shot?
Sawed off.
Just a little
Okay.
creeper.
futuristic whatever. She's like, I collect vintage. Let's
Yeah,
stop.
it's very vintage. It's like, well, I don't know who would have seen this, but Hicks had one in the
Oh, yeah,
Aliens.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
he likes to keep it nearby in case of close
For
encounters.
close encounters.
So, uh-huh.
I'm gonna watch this movie sometime this week.
It's excellent.
Please do. It's fabulous.
It's one of James
Well,
Cameron's best.
It's.
Have you seen the first one?
I've not seen any aliens. Like I
Oh,
said, my
start with
wife
the first
hates
one.
my wife hates space and sci-fi, and I've been with her
I'll
for
share
like
a link with
15
you,
years.
and we're allowed.
You
like,
know,
I own it.
maybe we should do a little internal watch party.
We should. That would be fun.
That
I'd
could
love
be
that.
a lot of fun. I'll just
like
I'll
and follow
dig
the
out
page
my
to be part of our
quadrillion.
internal watch party.
I believe that will eventually be opened up to our patrons.
Yeah.
James is hanging out in the chat, I think. And
I don't think he is actually.
oh, he
He's-
was earlier.
I don't know if that was him or Eric, but James's son is a little sick, so he may not
Yeah.
be here.
All right. So what's our status,
Okay.
GM?
Crying is a free
I
action.
just want to make sure that I've got this. Yes. So 2 very large shells impact Leah and center Masser against the wall.
How much damage does that do?
all of it.
Enough.
Enough.
Right. It's just a flesh wound.
He's
My
gonna
bad,
cut me
Wes.
to death.
Is 2 health enough to resist a shotgun? Because that's how much I have.
And how much do you need to resist a shotgun?
No, because each shell's 1.
Yeah.
It was 2 blasts. Yeah.
This
What
dead.
about armor?
You have
Armor?
armor?
You don't have armor on.
The compressor
Oh, the
suit has armor.
spacesuit. The
This-
spacesuit counts as armor.
You still have the
Space?
spacesuit on.
Yeah.
Oh, didn't you take that shit off immediately?
It's not. It's not marine armor. It's not like space Kevlar.
Okay.
So you're bleeding out there and you're thrashing.
I am thrashing. Can I
You
just
are
shoot
thrashing.
randomly?
Yeah.
Just randomly shoot.
Alan, give into it. You're about to play as an alien.
Yeah.
Ta-ta-ta.
All right.
Holy shit!
I'm not fucking around.
You killed everybody else.
So which kind of pistol? Which pistol did you have again?
I had the bolt gun.
Oh, so it's like you're out there working the
Killing sheep.
yeah.
He just no
killing
country
the
for
sheep
old
or the
men.
cows. Yeah.
Hashtag Legends of the Fall. Like Jesus. Good Lord.
Who did you
Oh,
hit?
Coming with me.
Chill out,
Well.
Palpatine. Why is your voice different?
Okay. So.
She turned. She
Only
turned.
testosterone's
Water.
poured into her cocaine.
Everybody
water.
roll a regular d6 so we can see who gets hit.
Not me though, right, Pam?
We know everybody who's in this corridor.
What are we supposed to do?
Roll a d6.
Roll a d6.
You know, I had to say at the last second I was going.
And
Somebody
I'm
just
gonna-
rolled a blank.
Oh yeah.
a regular d6, not the
Oh, how do I
Oh.
do that?
there. So there should be on the left something that looks like a little d20, and you can pick the 6 off of that.
Oh. D6. 5 for me.
5, 4.
The 3.
Okay, I need one from you as well, Alan.
Excuse me.
Is he just maybe going to shoot himself?
Ah, cool.
I would love that.
Oh no.
Okay. Well, we had to have it random. It hits Reed. So
Alright.
Okay with that.
you hit the Marine.
Oh!
The bolt gun does
I'm gonna
3
put my
damage.
back away.
Oh! Remember, she's not wearing armored pants. Aim for the pants.
Aim for the
Specifically said
pants.
they're not armored.
Yeah, but she's got better health than the
Aim
rest
for
of
the
you.
right arm, not the left.
All right. When can
So
the rest of us
you
act?
hit Reed, and the rest of you can act now. Yes.
All right. Incinerator. Leah, you're better than this.
Gonna close my eyes. You're fired.
All right. What is that? Is that a ranged weapon or what is
Yes,
that?
That's a range.
That is range, yeah.
All right. Here goes nothing.
Uh-oh.
Well, roll stress.
Well, I'm destroying my
barbecuing your
friend.
friend,
So
yes.
yeah.
The stress makes sense.
So am I rolling a stress die then on top of that?
You are rolling a stress die, and what damage does that
Uh-oh.
make?
Drop item seems bad.
Oh no!
Well, I don't have the.
Does that gun have an auto-off feature? Something tells me the future doesn't have weed eater safety mechanisms. on the
Everybody
handle of
who's fired that gun just dropped.
I don't have the stats on that gun.
It does a 2 damage.
Oh, Austin.
2 damage?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
2 damage. Okay, so 2 damage. Do you have any? Yeah, you just had your.
Oh yeah, I'm super dead.
Yeah.
You're very dead now. But because you have also hit stress level, our captain, because that's your friends you're toasting, you end up also dropping said flamethrower.
Who's dead
Okay.
now?
Fortunately,
On?
fortunately,
I didn't have
the
to-
flame goes off when your finger
Oh, good.
comes off the
Oh,
trigger.
it's got a dead man switch.
Oh.
Okay.
No, dead man switches go the other way.
I knew what you
Nope.
mean, Jens.
So at least it extinguishes, but you know, it falls and bounces, and it is full of flammable material. So y'all kind of eyes get all wide, and because his stress level's gone up, everybody's kind of getting a little extra twitchy.
Okay, I'm going to remove myself from this situation. I need to go have a private discussion with one of our NPCs. Clayton.
Did she go with me, Pam?
No,
Okay.
she's keeping an eye on everybody else while you're off doing what you're doing.
Yeah. I'm getting her one ready too, though.
Hmm.
Okay, so Vanessa.
This is the worst job I've ever been on.
It's going great for me. Having a great time.
Shut up, John.
And Reed's
These are my
just
favorite
there.
crew.
Well, you know, she's hit and her synthetic arm is damaged. She's a little pissed about that, but she's still standing.
Do you need a med kit?
It's not going to work on this. I need a tech.
Hey, look.
All right. Well, let's go back to the bridge. We're gonna have to figure out how to get into cryosleep. I think we're probably gonna want to make sure the ship is safe, or at least that the cryo chambers are.
They're safe.
They're saying, I don't like the energy that's being pushed around right now.
So, yeah, Pam, I sent a couple messages there.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be like not nice in my approach. I'm gonna
Delivery?
be- yeah, it's gonna be very stern.
Yeah, and she's pretty much going to tell you to go fuck yourself because she's a corporate stooge.
Hmm. So is that a yes or a no?
I'll do my job and I will get this stuff back home. Go away.
Okay. Hmm.
Don't.
I am going to try and fix Sergeant Snappy's arm when we have a spare second.
So are Vanessa and are you going back to the bridge?
Let's go back to the bridge. Yeah.
And so Reed's going back there with you. Where are you, Kayla? Are you still on the bridge?
I would wherever Sergeant she's
Reed.
got a great personality,
Reed.
but arms one out of two. I'll follow her and I'll go ahead and fix her arm.
Everybody's coming back to the bridge. Well, everybody who's still with us. We've had our first death
feel
of the night.
Yay! Alan, you did a great
Successful
job.
Halloween adventure.
Comtech roll to fix the arm. You might be a little nervous because she's giving you the eye, but
Hey,
Oh yeah, look at that.
good work,
All right.
man.
It might be my first straight successful roll since we started. It's a
And you
shade under a
had-
decade too.
you only had like 35 dice.
That's what I'm saying. My contact rolls, I think, are like the strongest rolls in the game for anyone doing anything. And every time I'm like, is this how I'm supposed to do it? I don't know. What's a wrench? It's stupid.
Yeah.
Okay. So who we have left? We've got Clayton, who's our corporate stooge. Got Reed. The other Doc, Flynn. And John's the XO. And then our own crew of Vanessa, Kayla, our favorite corporate stooge, Wilson.
I'm either dead or done at this point.
And Lyron.
Can't forget the chief technical officer.
That's Lyron.
That's Kayla. I did say Kayla.
Nope.
Lyron got
I was
promoted.
not promoted to
Yeah.
chief.
No, I got
is
Lyron.
the chief technical officer, so I feel like in the future you should list him before me in the personnel file. At least until John is removed from his position and the fake promotion is removed.
Dude, I have succeeded literally everything Waylon Utani wanted me to do. I'm getting
So
super
far.
promoted. So far, yeah. But I've done all I can at this point.
Okay. So, what are the rest of you going to do? We've got Wilson has snuck off to do whatever he's going to do.
Where did
Clayton's
so he's not
eye-
on the bridge?
No.
Nope, I went to the bathroom.
Man, playing with himself while we're over here dealing with.
I'm gonna take
Yeah.
a walk.
He's going to
Where
check out. Yeah.
Level
Where
B.
you going?
I'm not dealing with the what just happened super well.
Oh.
Me neither.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know that any of us should
You
be
all right there,
moving around
Lyron?
the
You
ship
need a
alone.
little company?
No, you guys. I'll just just gonna stretch my legs, gonna clear my head.
And die alone?
Maybe, but you're my family, so it's.
He's coming for me.
no. I'm gonna head to. Well,
Which bathroom was it? Like,
I sent a private message.
We know where you're going.
Yeah.
right.
Hey, he's just going off and taking a walk.
Ava, what's the
And-
status on the comm array?
I've almost got it, Captain.
Excellent. Nice work.
Thank you, Captain.
I forgot we had a fake person outside.
That's harsh.
Artificial person.
Synthetic person.
I prefer the term artificial person.
All right, AP, chill out.
You just hear a phantom scratching on a notepad behind you.
You know, fire
I'll be
beats
afraid of
paper.
pens and paper for the rest of my life. I'm buying me a tablet. Mm-mm.
And over off to the side, John suddenly sits down in one of the chairs on the bridge, and he's leaning forward, head in his hands.
You got a headache, John?
Yeah, I'm having some trouble breathing.
How many people are on the bridge with us right this second that aren't the crew sitting here?
Reed, Len, Clayton.
I'm
And
gonna look at
John's.
Reed and like gesture towards.
Where are you going,
John's.
John?
Not toilet John. John with headache.
John's. I'm John.
John's.
He's John's.
All right. I've seen Pitch Black. I'm good now. Okay, so John's.
He
Wait
was
a
an
minute, the
ass
roll-
too.
Yeah. I'm gonna need you to breathe into this breathalyzer. Put my cutter right at his throat. Nope.
Turn it on.
Anybody approaching John's is gonna get stopped by Clayton.
I'm sure.
Although she seems to be hovering more around Flynn.
So, which one was the actual doctor Clayton? No, Clayton's the
no,
corporate
Clayton-
stooge.
Clayton's the corporate stooge. Flynn's the doctor that's still alive. The other doc is the one. Yeah,
Flynn.
Dr.
Cooper.
Sheldon Cooper.
Flynn.
yeah,
How many of you are actually infected?
we have maybe all of us.
How many did you know about before you went into cryosleep?
Maybe all of us, including you.
Mm-hmm.
You're breathing the same air we are now.
Where were you trying to go when your ship suddenly stopped working?
Home.
Mm-hmm.
Back to Earth.
You do realize
Well-
that you're going to infect everybody. Like all of them.
Our facilities aren't capable of helping out here. We need better facilities. We have the good science facilities back home.
Good science.
Can I get a gauge on where Reed is with this whole infect the human race thing?
Is she infected, or how is
No.
she reacting?
How does she
or-
feel about this
Empathy.
information? Does she know? Does she seem pissed off? Can I get her to shoot somebody if I try real hard? Like, I'm just trying to gauge her
I'm
emotions.
I'm watching and listening to this whole conversation, and I see where Kayla's going with it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's basically trying to see if she's acting counter to the human race. Like if she wants to infect the human race.
Uh-huh.
Reed does not, but she's a grunt following orders. Just tell her where to point.
So who does she seem to be following orders from?
She is going to be a little bit conflicted because technically she's attached to the ship. But Vanessa's the captain now.
Hmm.
And so she's just kind of looking back and forth. She doesn't have someone saying, pointing at that, shoot that. Other than, the obvious when Leo kind of
Kill the bad thing.
turned.
Does anybody feel like going up to the mainframe?
As long as we do it in a single file line and I'm not in the front.
I'll go in front. No. Leah had her shot. Who wants the second?
You can't catch me in the mainframe. I'm already there.
All right. Yeah.
We're going that direction.
Let's go up to the mainframe up on A. So we go to the stairwell. Guns out.
Okay.
And then from the stairwell, it looks like we just have to branch left or right and then head forward.
So do you all see deck A now?
Yes.
Mhm.
Just ignore my token.
We'll ignore both your token and
And the
Lyron's
random
token.
clickety-clacks. Okay. I guess we're gonna go get the information that reveals we've been pooped on.
The details of the pooping.
Right. Okay.
You guys have not been pooped on.
No, I've been pooped in. It's inside of me. I can't get it out now.
John is not evil.
No, just Matt is, and I can't tell what's wrong. No.
The game is paused, so it won't let us move our tokens.
How do I do a secret
Yeah.
roll?
You can't that I know
enter
of.
/
Just-
Heidi McDicey.
Do it out here.
I'm rolling stress.
Yes. Because you know you're all by yourself.
Oh yes.
I wasn't carrying anything.
He drops his notebook.
I feel like that should add stress to his character.
I'm going to tell you, a lot of John's character was an act.
I'm sure. All right. What information, or do I have to contact this computer here to get the information out of the mainframe about said pooping?
Whoa!
Why?
Wow.
Kayla apparently only works well when she's under the imminent. She's from the Midwest, man. Like when she's given up and all hope is lost, we're on the line. Good Lord.
So you're all standing up there at Mother, and Kayla's doing her business because Vanessa has given her access to Mother as well. You know that. So what questions are you asking of Mother at this point?
I want to know.
Yeah.
Well, I want to know what happened to our ship and was it planned?
Mother responds that your ship had a drive failure and
Alien
exploded.
Had a drive failure. Was it
Mhm.
accidental?
Mother pauses. The little dots, the ellipses coming up across the screen.
Shit, it's the red ring of death.
Oh. I
No, it's
knew it.
not
It's
the
actually
one ring.
Microsoft.
The one ring is later. I'm sorry, Captain, but you don't have a high enough security clearance for me to let you know.
What about John? Does John have enough security clearance?
Checking. Yes.
Awesome.
Is his name Waylon? No.
Well,
My real name is Waylon Yutani Jr.
Yes.
Waylon and Utani were two different people.
I'm both of their sons.
Hey, John.
He's a clown.
Hey, John, you want to come up here? We're in the mainframe.
Have I already done the thing that I wanted to do?
Yes.
You get nothing.
So you tell us that, or the line is silent?
Line is silent.
There's no response.
Nope.
He's not answering.
It's not that I'm not
He's
answering.
not. I swear to God, if there's a rope swinging in that bathroom.
Yeah, where is John?
This plane, a different one. I don't know.
Seems like we need to find John.
John cannot do shit, just so you know.
Is he finally a stash?
It's just that John's job is done and John is out.
Let's go find him. So,
And
Mother, do you know where John is?
His last terminal access was in the cryo bay.
All right, let's go to the cryo bay.
As you head towards the cryo bay, the XO drops to his knees.
This
He's
is rough.
Oh, what?
Big fuck.
Captain, would you do me a favor?
With an inarticulate
what-
scream.
What is it?
You do have a firearm, correct?
Yes.
Will you train it at Finn or Flynn?
Well, are we going back to the bridge?
I'm gonna go back to yanking this cord and start the cutting torch and walk towards man on his knees.
Yeah, sure. I can turn the.
And if the doctor
gun.
tries to do anything else, go ahead and just Leah that situation.
Oh, you just got verbed. Well, better Leah than John.
All you motherfuckers got Johned.
Uh-huh. All right, let me. I'm gonna cutting torch the man that's clearly about to turn into a beluga whale involuntarily.
John may be screwed, guys, just so you know.
We're gonna find out.
Okay.
John's
John. So
about to catch a cutting
appro-
torch to the forehead.
Okay. As you step up to him, the two of you go into combat because he lashes out at you.
I'm sure he does.
Unarmed conduct.
Cutting
you
torch
have-
to the.
You have to roll dice for your life now, Kayla. This is not good.
Is that a spare story point?
Where are you,
Okay.
Kayla?
So I just have to click the actual weapon I'm using?
Yeah.
Oh, balls.
Hey,
But that's one at
There's a
least.
catch.
that's
Yeah.
two.
Roll stress. All right. I guess it makes sense. I'd be a little bit unhappy with stabbing this man in his giblets.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God. So I hit him with it and then
Gun.
drop it.
You hit him with it. What
It's
damage does
damage
it do? Where it does a 5 damage?
Yes.
It does
well-
5 damage? Why is the cutting
Wow.
torch the best weapon in the game?
Because it
Wow.
cuts ships. This guy's made out of meat.
I mean, yeah.
He's got a point, and it's, you know,
Only thing
an
on
intense
gonna
cutting
resist
torch.
are the fillings. Like the.
Shit, I gotta see this. This is a good weapon. If I
Yes.
play this in the future, I want this thing. Kayla, do you want to reread that damage?
3. Sorry, power 5, damage 3. What's the difference?
He's actually still alive,
That's gross.
but because so you gotta understand, you've used this. It's a cutting torch. The man has hair, and he has a beard. It's all on fire now, so he's still alive.
And pissed.
Is crying still a free action?
All right.
And he reacts blindly and in pain and swings at you again, and we'll see what happens.
Can I
Because he ain't got no
turn
feet.
the ins-
Oh.
So he's able to sweep you, essentially
Ouch.
do his leg sweep, but with his arm,
Okay.
and you fall prone.
Gross. Did I take any damage?
I
or am I just
turn-
like sleepy?
Well,
Right
it didn't knock you out.
Okay.
I mean, you're bruised and battered.
I'm just knocked down, but like
You're knocked
physical
down, you're
health hasn't
prone.
been taken.
No.
Okay.
Can I turn the incinerator on this guy?
You can.
All right.
You might
Get on
want
his
to wait.
beak!
You might want to warn Kayla to roll the fuck out of the way, though. Or
Well,
not.
I'm aiming above Kayla at the.
At the head.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't you stress, miss, and shoot me in the dome, Cap.
All right, here we go.
Ranged attack.
Uh-oh.
Oh! No success.
So I'm trying so carefully not to hit Kayla that I just completely miss the other guy.
A2 Brutus.
Damn it.
Oh, I have a note that. Do y'all want to finish this up? Because we are right at 3
Right at.
I mean,
3 hours.
don't leave me.
I have a thought of what I would like to do if I'm allowed to do it, but I feel like we need to resolve this combat first.
Okay.
Am I?
Kayla, what are you doing?
I'm gonna kick it in the face.
Or in the
I'm
torso?
laying prone in front of it. I'm trying to get away. I'm gonna try and kick it in the beak, man. Let's
Okay.
do this.
Isn't it standing up?
No, it's kneeling.
Is that
So
just
that-
like a
That's
close combat?
close combat. Yes.
Oh, I love that I have a 0 in that.
Oh God.
No, it's okay. So does it.
Let's
Hey!
go.
So you-
Congrats,
you-
though.
Kick it again.
Stress.
What kind of damage does that do?
The
So I
stress or the
kick it
kick.
and freeze.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so you kick it, and because you made it toasty already, it just kind of, Pez heads.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Gross.
Oh my.
That's how fire works?
Yeah.
Well, it's a
Captain, I
cutting
don't think
torch,
it's supposed to do that.
but you were using a cutting torch, so it cauterized, but it cut.
Okay.
No, so I just kicked off the top. All right.
So
now
he's
you-
nearly headless Nick.
He reaches back and pulls his head back and then just starts.
So I'm frozen
No,
because that
it's-
worked.
It's toast.
Just laying there sobbing.
And
All
as that's happening, you
Is
see.
that right, Kayla?
I mean,
We
Kayla's
see-
answering, and you see Clayton and Flynn are starting to have issues as well.
Shoot him, Captain!
And the rest of you feel like you're starting to itch.
Son of a bitch.
All right, I have a plan. I have a
And
plan.
You're getting
We
a
don't have a
sinus
lot of
headache.
time.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot the front window, Captain.
I was thinking we pilot this ship into the nearest star. What do you think? Do we want this thing getting to Earth?
No.
Is there an
Set
intercom
coordinates
where
for the
I'm
nearest
at?
star and then shoot.
Yes,
I'll
you-
call you
you
up on
have-
comms. Lyron, are you still with us?
Can I resolve my agenda item?
Yes, you may.
Okay. Hello, Captain. I'm in the reactor core.
Uh-oh.
What's your plan?
I apologize that I've been deceiving you all. I do care about you. But the goals of Weyland Yutani are conflicting with the goals of my parent company, Bionational. And I can't let this ship reach its destination. And so
Why
this
would
reactor
you
core.
bitch?
Are you sabotaging the ship and destroying it?
No, I've already done that. It's only a matter of time now.
Are you the one that sabotaged the Montero?
Nope.
No, I would never do that. I genuinely wanted all of the crew to make it, well, except for John, to make it home safely.
All right, you're one step better, but you're still a bitch.
This is for the best. I feel this virus is too dangerous.
I agree completely. I was about to
Captain!
fly this ship into the nearest star. What are you're sabotaging the whole thing.
Yes, the reactor is melting down as we speak. It was a pleasure serving with you. My real name is
likewise,
Lucas,
Lyran,
though. I went with Lyran because it's the same number of letters and also starts with an L. I thought it was easy to remember.
Are you?
You know,
really
Loser
explaining
has the
this
same
right
number
now?
of letters too. Kayla, what
gonna-
were you about to say?
Captain, just don't let me turn into one of those things, please.
I asked you guys this earlier and nobody wanted to answer.
I didn't really get the chance. I feel like humanity is more important than our individual lives.
Stop
So-
monologuing and shoot us both! There's aliens! All
All right, well, I guess we're gonna fight off the ones that are turning on the bridge, and
How about you save at least one bullet for the one asking for it? I don't want to be a manky. Don't do it.
Cutting torch yourself.
Oh, I can do that. Never mind. Carry on, Captain.
all right. Well, the
And
ship's going down one way or another.
so Lyran / Lucas's call has
/ Lucas.
I'm
Seems-
reading
and
and
then
then
penetrable
Mother starts,
disguise.
and then you start hearing reactor core overload imminent. Ship
Awesome.
destruction in T-minus 5 minutes. Evacuation recommended. There are a couple of evac pods.
No. Uh-oh. Where's John? Is he itchy
Computer.
and escaping?
Computer, did John take an evacuation pod?
All evacuation pods are present and accounted for.
Is John alive?
Unknown.
John,
When-
can you hear me? I'm gonna hit the comms. John,
No response.
you can hear me. I hope it hurts you, bitch.
It doesn't.
Hey.
So Clayton and Flynn
move-
are turning.
All right, I stand over by Kayla, and I'm like, well, let's do this together.
Man, both of you chose to burn each other to death.
No, I said use the bullet or a cutting torch in a vital organ. We didn't have to burn.
Cutting
it.
torch
Jesus
would be
Christ.
so much worse.
I feel like that wouldn't
Cauterize
even
you.
hesitate.
You'd have to like cut your own head off, which is really bizarre.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's
they're
a pretty
taking
boss way
out
to go.
Clayton and Flynn right now.
It's gonna hurt real bad.
Probably.
And as you're aiming towards Clayton and Flynn, you hear the shotgun, Reed's shotgun discharge as well.
Who did she shoot?
So,
Well, these two need to figure that out.
who did she shoot?
Well, if you turn it, she took her own life.
Oh
I ain't going out like that.
Did she use one of the bullets or both in the barrels? Because if there's one left, I'm not letting this man burn me alive.
You guys could just wait until the ship explodes.
That was my plan. I figure I got 5 minutes before the headache kicks in.
What are you gonna rub one out in your free time? Just take it, man. End it now.
You guys don't have good guns to like end it
No,
though.
but she does. How many bullets are left in it? Let me use
Yeah,
her arm.
yeah, we'll go over and
Yeah,
pick up the shotgun.
This is dork.
we're dead anyway. We're dead anyway. I'm just gonna hang out.
You know, a minute ago you wanted me to just finish you. You changing your mind?
I'm stressed.
We're all stressed.
I'm not.
He's sleepy, 9-9.
We got in the cryopod like an hour ago.
Got the most peaceful death out of all of us, but it's
I
still
just went
coming.
to sleep. I went to sleep thinking I won. I'm good.
He's having lovely dreams until
No,
he's
I'd have
no
a
more.
heart attack before the episode ends. Good lord.
All right. Well, I guess we just wait for the ship to explode.
Yeah, we're just gonna ride it out.
Unless somebody stops it and kills Lyran.
Bring it.
I'm going to, with our remaining moments, I'm going to redirect the ship into the nearest star, just in case there's any shrapnel or anything.
Oh, you would have been
Wow.
so proud of my secret heavy machinery roll to sabotage the reactor core. It was.
I don't think you can readjust the ship, dude.
Nope, you can't. But well, Mother won't let you
I can-
readjust it. No, you can't
the
change
course
course.
is,
The course
and
is
I don't have
set.
authorization to change the course.
Nope. Mother has locked you out. Well, Lyran took matters into his own hands down in the reactor core.
Boys, this is where we were going the whole time.
It's overheating.
I'm going to the cryo bay, and
You don't know I'm there.
I did track your last signal, and I'm
I
going
also
to the terminal.
super locked it, Jens.
Yeah, you can get there, but you can't get in the door.
Oh my god!
I knew you bitches would come after me.
Cutting towards the door.
All right. I'm burning on the door with the incinerator. John, you suck.
You need to see?
Burn in hell.
Burn in hell.
I was just doing my job.
So you take
didn't-
out the other corporate
Yeah.
stooges. You two are just leaving your last messages to our corporate stooge John, who's taking a nap, and Lyran, who's actually Lucas, an artificial person himself, is just waiting it out until the final countdown. And the ship gets down. It starts 30, 29, 28, all the way down until there's this very enormous explosion out in the middle of space where no one notices. So the ship is still lost forever.
Yay! You all died horribly, and I died in my sleep. I died
You
a
died
winner.
horribly. You just knew less than we did.
I died a winner.
I don't know, they got vaporized. So it wasn't, painful. Leah had the worst death because she had to
Probably.
get infected first.
I missed
Kill an
such a
alien.
great opportunity when I was like throwing Leah off of the captain and be like, "Get away from her, you bitch!" Could have said it, but I missed it. Didn't think of it at the time.
Oh my gosh!
I like to think that John's cryopod remained intact, and that
You
he
think whatever
landed.
you want. We just
He landed in Scranton, Ohio, at the offices of Dunder Mifflin.
now goes back.
No,
to
you landed in an old outhouse in Iowa.
And that's how I became Superman.
Right.
Actually, no, I think that was the Kirk farm.
I think you're Brendan Fraser and Encino Man at this point. I don't think
I
you're a
am.
whole lot of.
I am. I don't know if that would have just like vaporized me, or if I'm just in a pod for all of eternity. Dead.
Your pod did not get ejected. You got vaporized.
Yeah. That was
Everybody's
awesome.
vaporized. I thank
Hooray.
you all for coming.
Thank
What a
you
great
for
ending
running that.
to
That was
this.
awesome.
What a happy
And
ending.
we'll say good night to our audience. Thanks everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.
Good night.
Bye.
All right.